Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. Welcome to this edition of the Halcyon Show. My name is Lorne Risley, host of the show, and today we continue our career retrospective series with a admittedly personal choice of mine. I've seen a few battles now. Watched a few battles, been to a few events. There is no one in battle rap, past, present, probably future, who represents to me what the subject of our video today represents for me, which is he's just the most dynamic of performers, because he can simultaneously make you laugh so goddamn hard. He can invoke emotions in you while he's battling, genuine empathy, genuine sadness, sorrow, all the rest of it, and then utter terror. He is, I tweeted this a few times, it's the only way I can think to adequately articulate it. He is fucking ferocity incarnate. We're talking about Bobby Rex, King of the Jungle, your Continental Premier Battles champion, and today we're going to be charting his journey from 2016 all the way through to 2024. And basically, man, I've been looking forward to talking about Bobby for a long time. Obviously looking to try and interview him a couple of occasions. It's just not worked out for a variety of different things. Hopefully we'll get that done one day, but I got impatient and I'm like, right, I want to fucking talk about this guy and I want to showcase him by watching some of his battles and letting him tell his own story as we go. So we have 15 battles today. However, I think we only have 3 or 4 full ones. I think it's really annoying. I thought I'd saved the ones that I've put as first and not, but it turns out I didn't, so we're just going to have to guess on this one. So we have 15 battles, showcasing, like I said, over an 8-year period, and so I don't think there's anything really more to do. I mean, I've got the verse tracker reference for Bobby here. Bobby Rex is a British battle rapper from Manchester. He currently has 43 battles catalogued with 1.149 million views total. However, that is a gross underestimation of both the battles that he's conducted and the number of views he's accumulated, because of course that doesn't take into account TikTok, Instagram, shorts, all manner of other battles on other leagues. I've done my best on this occasion to try and showcase Bobby over a number of different leagues as well. You've got Don't Flop, Code Red, King of the Ronalds, King of the Dot, Premier Battles. I don't think he's performed for No Loose Chat yet. At least I don't believe he has. So I'll have to keep an eye out for if he's ever showcased there. However, I've done my best to try and give you a smorgasbord here. We've got all sorts of different types of performances from Bobby. We've got a number of different opponents that he's... Obviously, we're not showing the opponents' rounds, but how he's stacking up against the opponents, how that varies, the journeys he takes you on. I hope by the end of this, you will hopefully be a little closer to understanding why... Look, I love Tony to death. O'Shea is a legend. Luna C is a phenomenon. And say whatever you like about every other battler in the world right now, in terms of their talent, disposition, and their ability to be able to invoke things from their audience. I do not believe there is another performer like Bobby Rex, and he's such a fascinating individual to boot that there's nothing I probably wouldn't prefer more in this year than to get an interview with him. But the next best thing I can do is showcase his career. So we're going to kick off on the 18th of May 2016 for Don't Flop against Innuendo. So let me just smooth us over to here. And then I think it's only fair that we get this fucking party started. Let's go.
Manchester versus Liverpool. And boy, do I hate fucking Scousers. I don't just hate one or two of yous, I fucking hate yous by the thousands. Barry Grant, Jackie Corkill, I fucking hate Paul McCartney, Robbie Fowler, I don't rate Ross fucking Barkley, that ginger bitch from Girls Aloud, that one girl from... That ginger bitch from them girls allowed, that one bird from the Sugar Babes, Craig Charles from Coronation Street. I hope that fucking crackhead suffocates. I'm not gonna slag Cilla Black off because she died. And she might have been somebody's mum, but if I did slag her off, just because she's a Scouser, it would have been a Laura fun. You can literally say any Scouser's name to me. I'm a Manchester United fan, but just because he's a Scouser, fuck Wayne Rooney. And these names are just for starters. I ain't even nearly gone through them all. I actually came here with one of my best mates who's a Scouser today. Yo, Scouts!
What you saying to that?
Fuck you and all! But the Scouser that I hate the most, it's only this cunt that I'm battling.
I'm just going to stop it here because I'm going to say this a lot. Otherwise, I'm just going to get it out of the way right off the bat. Bobby Rex has a way of making aggression both fun and terrifying. As you'll know, he's got no compunction with... and by the way, he's like this in... It's part of his saying. He's Bobby Rex in real life. He really, really is. A lot of people have a character that they embellish or turn up to 11. Bobby has a character... and he turns it up to 11. I would say, though, his character is on the scale 10, and he just dials it up slightly. Because, honestly, he's a fun guy to chat. He's a phenomenally fun guy to chat to. Articulate, intelligent, insightful, wise. But when he jokes about stuff like, I fucking hate it, and I'd love to do fucking horrible... awful, violent things. He's only partly joking. That's why I fucking love him, because there's no irony to Bobby at all. He's unabashedly himself. Anyways, I got that out of the way. Now I don't need to say it every 5 minutes. Let's go. He hates Innuendo the most, though.
The one that always chokes and ends up freestyling and babbling. I swear it's like he wrote his flows in pencil. Guy's been in Don't Flop for like 17 years and still just only shows potential. You've been battling since you were 6, still kicking it in the playground. Don't you ever stop and think to yourself, shit, I could have been getting paid now. It's sad that you're the same clown. I'm climbing up the ladder about to pass you on your way down.
Wow.
So see you later, Innuendo. It's been really great to know you. All good things come to an end, though. And for you, the wait is over.
Wow. Go on. That's round 1. Go, Bobby, go.
Everybody just did this shit. This guy was chatting. I didn't send over S Club 7. I sent over Michael Jackson. Disrespectful bars. That's what we know and we expect from you. But not to fucking worry, because I'll be coming right back like Antonio Valencia. Bars, even though no one reacts to it. Now they say his pen game's so nice. Who's saying mine isn't? I've risen to his level in just over 9 minutes, and by the time I finish, they'll be wishing that I didn't. Guy told me he's a veteran, like that's threatening. I don't think this scout spits sense. I don't care how long you've been doing this. I'll wrap rings around you like a fucking Auschwitz fence. You don't scare me. You don't scare me one bit. I don't look at you and think, wow, check out this hench guy. I should be scared he's gonna do something. Nah, I look at you and think, you muppet, tiny little tiny little man. Don't even get me started. You'll get rocked so fucking hard that you'll get left retarded once the referee starts it. Instead of death, these half-wits can't fuck with Bobby Rex. I'm one of the best these parts have ever seen. Severing heads of my enemies by any means. I am the Rexecutioner, and you better get begging please. And you better get begging please, praying for help and asking God for mercy, or just spit some really disrespectful bars that might cause some controversy. You're a sad little man, and all your fans have tiny little cocks. Don't take...
Real talk.
Real talk.
You're a sad little man, and all your fans have tiny little cocks. Don't take it too far with me, Innuendo, because I swear on my mother's eyeballs that your life will be the cost. I'm already feeling to grab you by your little head, because I would really like to rip it off. I'm a ticking time bomb, Innuendo, and you would be out of your fucking mind to set it off. I left and right on... Pick him off, leave him sleeping on the carpet. Keeping it wrapped with me is the only way you want to be keeping it, our kid. Or you can go to sleep with the catfish that you're constantly trying to catch in Toxteth. And you can go back to that shitty little lake when I beat you, not if. Fuck off with me.
Fucking hell. See what I mean? Just...
Bars about the 7. Aye, shut the fuck up.
Again, He's only half joking.
Girl, that's how I know how much you suck. Talking about a grown man's kids, I'm not the one that you should look to, bro. Because if I had my daughter here right now, I'd give her a one-on-one with you, and she would fuck you.
You are. Back so. Hey,
now this round.
I'm not gonna. I can't show the Gas Buff battle because it's, in my humble opinion, Gas took that. Great performance, but Gas took that battle, so it's not one I wanted to showcase Bobby win. However, that battle is good for one reason or one reason only. If only because you can't say he didn't call it, because she had a bar in that battle and it took the fucking roof off. So he's nothing if not accurate.
It's for the judges. And I do apologise because it might be depressing. But do me a favour, please. Close your eyes for a second. Now imagine that you're a girl. And it's the night that you met him. Bearing in mind, this is before he fucks you over and you have to try to forget him. It's Innuendo, Scouts rapper. So you're already liking his accent. I personally fucking hate it. But ironically, I like it on a bird, so I can kind of understand where you find the attraction. He's swearing blind, no man alive could ever rival his passion. He's buying you loads of drinks and promising a night full of action. He's telling you you're a fitty, making you feel pretty. Telling you he's one of the greatest fucking rappers in his city. So she's already impressed.
I've banged it about 5 times over the last year.
So she's already impressed. But what you should know that in his head, you are fucking already undressed. See, to him, you're just some bitches, and it's also wrong. He's sending you pictures of his dick as if it's a porno schlong. He's shaming girls on Facebook to all of his adoring fans, and you know what them sad bastards say to him? You're the man. You're actually able to make a living off degrading women. He doesn't, you fucking idiots. He's not getting paid to spit in. This sad bastard will happily admit that he slept with disabled women. If only Danny Jack was actually out here saving women. He's that much of a wrong'un. I wouldn't be surprised if it turned out he was a nonce and Adam Johnson was his mate. He's never given a girl a good time. All he's ever done to him is take the fucking confidence away. Now imagine you was one of them girls. Because I'm sure you'll all agree, like, Raz, you know what? That'd be torture. Now do me one more favour before you open your eyes. Imagine that was your daughter. Don't tell me he's the man. Gets a fuck.
Whew. Deary fucking me, Bobby Rex. I have never seen that battle before. Never seen that battle before. Whoa, fucking hell. I'm not sure how far that was from his debut. He told me that his debut, or at least round one of his debut, is available on Facebook. I regret to inform everybody I couldn't find it. So this is the best example of like an earlier battle of his that people were recommending to me. I can see why. But I hope that showcased my point. Bobby has this unique ability to bring an audience in. And not only that, he has this ability to be able to rap and flow in a way that feels like he's talking. When I was critical of Red Rum the other day, it was partly to do with the fact that it was very much you could feel the beat in the background of her head while she's talking, right? Bobby is just whatever's in his mind, he's just letting loose. He's just letting it out, and he's doing it in a way that is so believable and rich and fucking just drenched in intent that even when he's being funny, there's still that little part of you that's hesitant to let your guard down. He makes you tense while you watch. And so I find him to be incredibly engaging and engrossing. So that's your first one. I believe the next one is only a one-rounder that I've showcased for you, and that is on the 11th of July in 2017 against one Dialect. So let's take a look, shall we?
So rumour has it, you're a big man. Yeah? Well, even if that's true, tonight it isn't going to make the slightest bit of difference, because I'm a fucking big man too. You want to try and gain some weight on me, you better think that through. Because if it's a tear up that you're looking for, well, that'll ding, dang, ding, bang, bing, bang, boom. I'll fuck up you and every single one of your so-called big man crew. Hello? No? Why not? I couldn't do that on my own. Bro, I roll with big man too. I just don't go around shouting about it like you lot, because that's not what big man do. Now, the last man you battled Raptor, and I bet that getting to tell all your friends that your Merchant's very nice, but that was literally Raptor. On his own. versus 37 guys. Yeah, you're a big Man U. I'm a big Man U fan, and we all eat lead scum. Let's all rape these, mum. Whoa.
Ooh,
That's
easy.
Disrespectful shit.
It is.
These people disrespect my kid, and you said you'd punch me if we battled, bro. Like I see you as some kind of threat. Since joining Don't Flop, you're literally the nicest guy that I
have. Can you believe that? Can you believe what he just did? He made a compliment and turned it into a diss. Bobby's the man. How? If you are not a fan of Bobby's by now, what the fuck is wrong with you? He's so good.
You just play tough behind the bars. You should be called Danny Dialect. You might have looked big against the smaller Raptor, but you don't look so big against the giant Rex. I laugh in the face of danger. Notice, I've not even smiled yet.
That's the other thing. Oh man, I've got to stop doing this. So what you'll also notice is Bobby has an uncanny ability of being able to take common phrases you've heard 1,000 times that are bordering on fucking cliche, right? And he does that to it. Tiny little inflection and a flip of a meaning there. And he's Crease Dialect. Like, I laugh in the face of danger and I haven't even smiled yet. Fucking, you stop that right now, Bobby. You stop it. Look at what you're doing to Dialect. Stop it. Incredible.
Marcus.
Incredible.
I am rocking it dark. Are you pale in comparison? How is this guy a vet? Found out the rounds were 90 seconds and the dickhead called me panicking. Said he needed more time for his setups because he takes forever just to get to a punch like Audley Harrison.
Oh.
And you might think this is a battle of proving which one of us can spit the hardest, but really we're just trying to convince these lot which one of us would hit the hardest. If it was a contest of which one of us two was the iller artist, then I'd probably lose. But now I'm gonna get the win regardless, because I will knock you out. I am the Noxu cow. If you're a big tree, I'm a small axe here to chop you down. Big Bobby Raptor, fucking Rex, you wanna fight? Let's fucking go, you cunt. Knock me out. Big Bobby Raptor, fucking Rex, you wanna fight? Let's fucking go, you cunt. Knock me out. No, you won't. Stand there with your squinted eyes and kiss your teeth, because that'll be your kiss good. Bye if I throw it.
Jesus.
Listen, a full round of aggression is pretty whack. But listen, I just did that to show you I don't need 1,000 men to back it, and I can stand on my own, as if I even need to speak to this little faggot. Get your dad on the phone.
And that is where and that's where Gast got his entire gimmick for a fucking for a game promo, which, by the way, Gast, if you haven't kickstarted Get Your Dad on the Phone, the mobile phone game, there's something serious. You need to pack in the battle rap, you need to pack in the wrestling, get that game developed, and just sit back and watch the royalty checks come in. Cut Bobby in, obviously, but like, make that game, honestly. Just 2 seconds, because we are live and there's people commenting, and I want to acknowledge that. Kilo Express, Bobby's on another level every time. I completely agree with you, hence the whole point of this video. And the TMR, you saucy little man, you are far too busy to be ducking in on these live streams. You get back to work doing your good work, my friend. I don't want to see another comment from you, because you better be busy showcasing Battle Rap like only you can. All right, get back to work. Okay, go back to doing Battle Rap God's work. Anyways, that was the one rounder. The next one, even though it's one round, it's a long one, because they only got one round each. But the next one is against Quill for Code Red, and this took place on the 3rd of March 2018. I don't believe I've ever seen this one either. Dialect one I'd seen before, but this one I don't believe I've ever seen. So and it's Quill, so let's see what Bobby's got, man.
Well, I ain't got a mic, innit? Yeah, the mic, I can't whistle. I am actually whistling when I do this. Hey. Yeah, dickhead, I can whistle to it. Yeah, dickhead, I can whistle too. It isn't new. Pick a tune, I'll whistle it. You know what I'm saying? Check this out. It's another little trick I do.
Let's go, Bobby. Come on now.
Now, because I don't spit as many punchlines, similes, and metaphors, they'll go online and said they saw me lose today. But while I'm here, if you're one of them guys, please allow me to explain. You're going to have to work with me on this one, though, yeah? Use your brain.
Okay,
Think
Bobby.
about it.
I'll do my best.
If he does punchlines, similes, and metaphors,
Yep.
and he does punchlines, similes, and metaphors, and he does them in the exact same format that they've just been said before, then why the fuck would I do the same? Is it not bad enough that this room's the same? There's Danny Jack, Bagnall, Reset. The crew's the same. Even the fucking crowd, you,
Yeah.
the same. We need something different.
Yes.
Especially now the game is in such a crucial stage and we've got
Yep.
our leagues fighting to find out who will reign, putting these spectacular cards together and booking the hugest names. And have you noticed there's one person who's on every single fucking one of them cards? A person who last year flew on planes to different continents and countries exploring new terrains, and not once did he sacrifice his own style to try and suit the taste of those that was watching in the room, or those who viewed the tapes later on pay-per-view, or those who waited until the YouTube date was due.
Tell him, Bobby. Tell him.
And he cussed you out online, making the rudest statements, but to your face it's all, dude, you was great, I knew you'd waste him. To your face it's all, dude, you was great, I knew you'd waste him. Everything you do is amazing. Who you facing next? I bet that dude is shaking in his boots already, because you proved today that even if a guy's pen's ill, you'll erase him. Yeah. That's why they book you on every card, bro, because they know that you will help to boost the ratings, and I think that deserves...
I'll stop it there for a second. Two reasons. Number one, David is in the house. David, the whole point of me doing these at 8 o'clock is because you said you see him after 8. You are 7 minutes late. What the hell is wrong with you? Don't give me that I have kids and responsibilities, Lark, okay? There's more important things in life than family and children. Being on time, that's another thing. Anyways, good to see you. Second thing, another habit of Bobby's, or a trait, if you will. This is all very easy for him. If you listen to Battle Rap Resume's interview with him, he'll tell you that half of the reason he battles is because he's bored when hanging around his friends, joins in and does it better than almost all of them. And as a result, a lot of the tropes that he sees in battle rap, David, you get the fuck out of my face with your lies. You're lying now, David, you're lying. It's 8 o'clock. Where were you? Anyways, it's fine. It's good to have you here. What was I going to say? So he often makes fun of them. He often makes fun of aspects of battle rap. Oh no, Bobby Rex is in the chat himself. Oh no. And McCoy. Hello, McCoy. Hello, Bobby Rex. This isn't. I don't have any pressure. There's no pressure involved. There's no pressure. So what I was saying about Bobby Rex is that he's really good. I was being complimentary, actually. What I was saying was that Bobby has this ability to make everything seem easy to himself, and he often lampoons and makes fun of things that are kind of held in battle rap lore as being, these are the rules, these are the tenets, these are the things you have to do. And then he does stuff, and he's like, this is easy. What are you all talking about? And he has that habit of being able to just flip into styles, exhibit skill sets. And like I said, he has the ability to be able to keep you on the edge of your seat at every conceivable moment of battles. Be that with comedy, be that with genuine tension, be that with empathy, with that just a whole host of emotions. There is no one like Bobby Rex. There is no one like him. Period. Anyways, I'm going to let him continue. I'm just going to say, Bobby, you're a gentleman for stopping by. It's good to see you. I promise you I will do my best to give your career some semblance of justice. McCoy, it is my show, and I look forward to seeing you on it soon, my friend. Anyways, Bobby was spitting some hot fire.
Some fucking credit. So for Canal, can we please give a round?
I know he's putting over Canal. Good lad.
Can we please give a round of applause and a huge ovation?
Yeah. Fucking hell.
I am boss. Me, I am fucking hell.
All right.
Yep.
But honestly though, real shit, even the moves he's making are putting you to shame. Didn't you spit 2 rounds last year? 2 rounds, mate.
One this year.
Do's a favour, fuck off. How dare you stand strutting around in front of me like you're one of the guys that rule the game. I'm Bobby fucking Rasclark Rex. How dare you stand in front of me strutting around like you rule the game. I'm Bobby Rasclark fucking Rex. This rap shit is running through the veins. You're just any regular guy that's clever with rhymes, turns up every 6 months when he's skint to fucking boost his wage. South Africa, Canada, they're places you've already gone. I even think that you was once flown over to America. You don't go there anymore, though, do you? Because as it's looking right now, Don't Flop is dead and gone. And back in the day, when everything was running smooth and everyone was still getting on, you was getting helped out and pushed by air, because you and him, you have a special bond. You even shout him out in your slogan when you say, yo, put the can on! And all of us are like, as if he's ever made a brew for anyone.
I mean, if he's just going to come out and say it. Tell him, Bobby. Look how much fun everyone's having as well. It's great.
It's
so
time to
good.
let go of the pasty. The new slogan we're upholding is cold red or fucking dead. And that's what I'm screaming at them if they ask me. But it's still a bit weird that if you take the letters of his name, divide them up and subtract T, it looks like Danny Jack has named his league after Craft D. And for that alone, I wish you was fucking Ginger right now. Because I swear you'd be getting executed. Ginger Virgin Poet style. I wouldn't even need to get off my neck. Yo, you'd be getting executed. Ginger Virgin Poet style. I wouldn't even need to get off my neck to do it. I'd just fucking do it anyway. As a little bit of extra proof, I don't even give a fuck about this battle. I'm just doing this shit to show some disrespect to him. Don't let me forget it. To show some more disrespect to him. What was just before that? Tell me, quickly. Yeah. To show some disrespect to him. Show some. I wish that you was Ginger for this. Because I swear that you'd be getting executed, Ginger Virgin Poet style. I'm one of the best to do it. Let me move on. What happens after that?
Go on, Bobby.
I won't get off my neck to do it.
I won't get off my neck to do it.
If you're running out of patience, I can freestyle while he's waiting.
Man can't freestyle while I'm waiting. It's my bars they're anticipating. What? Oh, yeah.
Oh my days. Refuses to be upstaged.
Oh, yeah, so
Refuses.
listen, you all think this is a big battle for me. It's not. I actually found it uninspiring. So every bar I just spat, I wrote it last night while I was reading about Michael Carrick. He's just announced his retirement. Sky Sports News. If you don't believe me and you need to research that, there was also a story yesterday, Ross Barkley saying, I want to be world class. CNN reported Vladimir Putin took a dip in a freezing cold pool as a mark to the improvement.
What is he doing?
I thought that was pretty normal for Russians. I thought that's the way that they preferred baths. See, this battle shit's not that important. It isn't a matter of life or death. I don't need to go looking deep inside of guys' real lives. You know what I'm saying? The most I've ever searched one of my opponent's names is once or twice at best, and he isn't even on Facebook. I searched his name, couldn't find the threads. Same as Twitter, went on there, tried to find it, tried my best. All I had was a couple of posts from Instagram from time to time. That's what I had to try to prep. Fuck's sake. You know what, looking into this guy's life had me quite depressed. There's absolutely nothing to him. He is playing his shit. He posted a video, New Year's Day, of him about 2 o'clock in the morning, running through the streets like, what do you know about running 5 miles, eating healthy and staying fit? What do you know about running 5 miles, eating healthy and staying fit? To be honest, bro. I know absolutely nothing about that.
See what I mean? Do you see what I mean? He has this energy, this fucking enigmatic fucking charisma. He even went, so he has a moment there, a stumble, right? I'm going to call it a stumble because he carried on. even in that moment where it'd be so easy to just, oh yeah, Quill, come in, save my ass for a second. He's like, fuck you. No, this is my fucking moment. Get the fuck out of my face. Canel, when he's trying to come through the crowd to make the moment better, he's like, yeah, great. All right, great. Get the fuck out of the way. He's so rawly charismatic. And look how much fun everyone's having because he's just got them right here. God damn it, son.
New Year's Eve. I'm out with friends and family celebrating it. Why are you not doing the same you did? Talking about, I ain't going anywhere. Yes, you are. Alone, home, on the train, because you ain't got any fucking mates, you prick. Fucking hell, the guy's best off playing dead like ATM. What can you actually say? What can he actually say to me? You're fat, got a pot belly. What can I say? The devil's led me to the toffees like Wayne Rooney. End of round one. Quill ain't as sick as me. I don't need you to put the kettle on, ain't you weird? I already finished tea. I'm the uncle!
That's fun. Again, I featured the battle against Bobby Rex in my Tony D retrospective. My favourite moment, I'll recap it here, is when Tony, I wouldn't say he mirrors, he tries to exceed Bobby's energy. We'll call it energy. Well, really, it's rage. When he's just like, is there some unwritten fucking rule that you have to battle me? And Bobby creases because he respects the ability of Tony and his theatricality. One of the things that Bobby told me, and I think he said it in the interview on Battle Rap Resume, is that he originally was trained to be an actor. He has an ability to be able to evoke some of that training when he performs, and I think it shows. I think his cognizance of stage presence and how he enunciates and presents is so evident. However, will that save him here? We now move on to a battle against Bilzar for King of the Ronald, which took place on the 5th of May 2018. Now, this is an on-beat battle, and again, I've said this a couple of times when I featured these in the past. I know basically nothing about what constitutes a good on-beat battle, whether or not it's whatever. I don't know, right? Okay, I'm really more of a fan of battle rap. However, everyone I spoke to said that this second round, and I'm going to showcase the second round only, not the first and the last, is really special. And I'm always willing to try new things. I also noticed that Joy. Is it Joy? I keep forgetting her last name. Is it Joy Francis or Joy France? I forget. But she's on the right-hand side. So she's been going to events for at least 7 or 8 years by this point. And she's battling now. Ain't that fucking awesome? Ain't that fucking cool? Anyways, Bobby against Bilzar. Right? Second round. Let's go.
How am I supposed to believe that Billy's doper than me when I'm the one that's getting booked and flown overseas? The only time he spoke to Gannick when he sold him some weed. When he was over in London with Abby promoting his league, I speak to Gannick. We talk about opponents and fees, international battles, something that you hope to achieve. I've been doing him for a while, I'm known for him these days, and I ain't prepped since Dialect, anything over 3 days. Real fucking rapper, for those where I get fucking what? It wasn't a pull-up, but pull it up anyway. How am I supposed to believe that Billy's doper than me when I'm the one that's getting booked and flown overseas? The only time he spoke to Gannick's when he sold him some weed. When he was over in London with Abby promoting his league, I speak to Gannick. We talk about opponents and fees, international battles, something that you hope to achieve. I've been doing him for a while, I'm known for him these days, and I ain't prepped since Dialect, anything. I'm real fucking rapper, for those that ain't aware yet.
I will say that, I'm sorry to interrupt because I know that part of it's the flow of it. I think the big difference that I'm just learning now is breath control and getting it in, because fucking hell, is he not fitting in so much into this? Jesus Christ.
That's why there ain't a rapper on this planet who can scare me. He's trying to get some money so that everything he wears dress. I'm trying to get some money because my mother's stuck in bed debt. Like Billy McCoy's being the greatest alive for me, it isn't a choice. He listened to a bit of grime, but what it did to his voice, he started talking like this whenever we chill with his voice. How am I supposed to believe this dick is dope when I'm the one that's getting booked and flown overseas? The only time he spoke to Gannick's when he sold him some weed. When he was over in London with Abby promoting his league, I speak to Gannick. We talk about opponents and fees, international battles, something that you hope to achieve. I've been doing them for a while. Fucking forgot the bar, I'm still gonna come in with the next bit. Yo, a real fucking rapper, for those that ain't aware yet. That's why there ain't a rapper on the planet who can scare me. He's trying to get some money so that everything he wears dress. I'm trying to get some money cause my mother's stuck in bed debt. My life has been nothing like Bill and McCoy's. Being the greatest alive for me, it isn't a choice. Listen to a bit of ground, look what it did to his voice. He started talking like this whenever he chilled with his boys. But pretending you're a that shit isn't funny. How the fuck are you a road man, Billy? You live in Surrey. Live in Surrey. Growing up, you didn't worry there'd be food in your tummy. I hate these fucking posh boys trying to prove that they're gully. You don't know how fucking peak this poor life gets. You've never, ever, ever bought socks from Sports Direct. Let's go.
Next beat, yo.
No, same beat, second verse.
I ain't got 2 verses.
Well, you spat more bars, put the beat on. I have to get this one out. You,
Tell him.
Two 24s, I thought it was every beat. Now put the hip hop one back on because my best bit's not happened. Yo, you're gonna love this, you'll love this.
No, you're gonna love this. Shut the fuck up, you're gonna love this. Bobby's fucking directing the goddamn show
I'ma
now.
tell them a story and every word of it's true. It's about a person, that person is you. And you can tell them if I'm lying, but I know I'm not. It's about that time you nearly died when you was over in Cambodia. Cause there's a sacred wall you decided to wipe a bogey on. And then the wall, that's right, you said the wall, placed the curse in you that nearly fucking wrote you off. You was on your deathbed nearly dying, even spoke to God. Grow up, you fucking idiot. You ate a dodgy piece of chicken. It's nice you believe tradition, but stop being such a fit cunt. And if you hate war so much these days, why'd you take this battle? You just walked into a brick one. There you get a bogey on and flip one. This time your life won't be spared. I swear your death will be a quick one. Like which hand do you want to get hit from? Hurry up and pick one. Quick word of advice for you. Don't be picking this one.
Good lord.
Now I'ma tell them a story and every word of it's true. It's about a person, yo, that person is you. And you can tell them if I'm lying, but I know I'm not. It's about that time you nearly died when you was over in Cambodia. Cause there's a sacred wall you decided to wipe a bogey on. And then the wall, that's right, you said the wall, placed a curse on you that nearly fucking wrote you off. You was nearly dying on your deathbed, even spoke to God. Grow up, you fucking idiot. You ate a dodgy piece of chicken. It's nice you believe tradition, but stop being such a thick cunt. And if you hate war so much these days, why'd you take this battle? You just walked into a brick one. Flick one. This time your life won't be spared. I swear your death will be a quick one. Like which hand do you want to get hit from? Hurry up and pick one. Quick word of advice for you. Don't be picking this one. Cause there's no promises you're getting up from it. And right now you're the silly cunt that stood direct in front of it. I've got a mighty temple. You don't want to bear the brunt of it. I ain't trying to lose it, but you'll find it if you look for it.
Deary me. Alright. Okay. Alright. I can see why you speak highly of Bobby's ability on beat. I've listened to a lot of Bobby's music, by the way. And again, I feel like a lot of the battlers, the reason why they're held back in terms of their ability to cross over a lot of the times is just where they come from. Sol once told me the reason he doesn't do music is because he's Scottish. The cadence and the way he enunciates words just doesn't carry well to English audiences and Western audiences, which is kind of... That sucks, man. I'd love to hear and see more from guys as obviously talented as Soul and Bobby Rex. Tony's obviously made a couple of crossover attempts, and I think largely speaking, he's stuck to projects where his cadence and his ability to be able to enunciate actually works for the project. And so one of the things I was really glad to hear about recently, probably about 3-4 months ago at this point, is Briggsy has obviously put together a movie. And oh god, Bobby's still here, ladies and gentlemen. Again, I'm not nervous. One of the things that I was really happy about was Briggsy saying that he's directing a movie, and one of the things that made me even happy was the fact that Bobby got the starring role. And when I heard that, I know a lot of people probably heard that and thought, "Oh, that's great. He's gonna put one of the guys in." I heard it and thought, "Yeah, but you've got someone there that's going to embody the role and has the artistic talent to be able to deliver a performance unlike anybody else." We're not talking, again, as much as I love it, we're not talking Jem doing a comedy routine with Shuffle T. We're talking Bobby Rex bringing a character to life. So one of the things I'm really excited to see is the movie when it comes out. And Bobby's commented to say he has an actual song with Soul. Right, Bobby, what's it called so I can Google it after we're done so I can hear what Soul sounds like on beat? I don't know what Soul sounds like on beat. I need to know. I'll wait. Sorry, everybody. I'm putting this fucking show on hold until I get it. Bobby, get the fuck out of my face with that shit. Third biggest part. Yeah, maybe. But, like, what was the stat I heard the other day? Darth Vader has, like, 30 minutes. Sorry, no, less than that. He's got, like, 20 minutes of total screen time in the first 3 movies. You want to tell me that motherfucker ain't iconic? I don't care if you've got a walk-on cameo, Bobby. The chances are you still steal the fucking show, okay? Stop undermining me with your self-deprecation and your honesty. Get the fuck out of here with it. You're amazing. Own that shit. Own it, son. The only person as aggressive and the only person who can't back it up less than you. Soul is great on beat. It's me, Soul, Raptor, Lucifer, and Coops. You won't know him, though. Cool. In which case, I'm going to look for that later. Tell you what, you can always DM it to me. DM me that shit, and I will listen to it and look up to it. So I don't just have a private conversation with Bobby in the text. There it is. Bobby said, "Nah, it's a pivotal part. I'm amazing." You goddamn right you are, sir. You goddamn right you are. All right. So because that we have a show to do, let's roll on. So that was really entertaining. I really enjoyed that, and again, I think it emphasizes my point that did you really notice that much of a difference in terms of believability and deliverance from going from battle rap to on beat? That's what I'm saying. Bobby adapts and he ingratiates himself no matter what he's doing. So anyways, what I wanted to do now is showcase a battle on a different league. So the next battle I have here was uploaded on the 24th of May 2019 against Caustic for King of the Dot, and I think it's the first round. So let's go.
Just to be sure.
Listen, lad. Listen, lad. Just because you're American doesn't mean I think you're big and bad. I am Bobby Rex in real life. Who the fuck are you? Go and get your dad. Get
your dad on the fucking phone.
Or get him in a cab so I can tell him in a very serious fucking tone that if you piss me off at any point today, you're going to get a slap. But, ooh, where's the metaphor? I don't need Where's the metaphor? I don't need a fucking metaphor, because everything I've just said is fact, and everything you've ever said is rhetoric. The king of disrespect is it? You pathetic prick. Get it to disrespect me outside this battle, I double fucking dare you. I will get a brick and smash you round your head with it. This is England, and they could not have asked for a better fucking representative.
Loving that t-shirt, by the way. I want that t-shirt now.
Hello, you cons. I am here to murder you. Meet your fucking maker. Yeah, that's right. You can call me dad now. I'm going to meet your mother later. I can't resist that golden oldie, sweet love, Anita Baker. Do you fucking understand who you were stood in front of? Do you have the slightest idea who you were trying to make a cunt of? Because my God, you little dickhead. If you did, you'd know how close you are right now to getting your head punched off. Am I supposed to feel inferior? Really? Just because you're American, everybody like, dog, he's been battling for 10 years. Caustic is a veteran. Dude's battled for the chain. I know he lost, but that's irrelevant. Dude, Caustic is a veteran.
Unreal. Would you ever believe Bobby could pull off a convincing American accent? Well, ladies and gentlemen, I present you Exhibit A through fucking A2, dude. That's unreal. But this is right. I want to showcase this as well, or at least stop to highlight it. One of the things that I love personally about Bobby's performances is that, right, I don't doubt for a second. In fact, there's a moment. I think it might actually be in the Georgie Roots battle. We're showcasing round 1 of that one, not the full battle of that one. But I think it's the second or third round. He is Georgie is legitimately pissing Bobby off. But the difference between the character of Bobby Rex and Bobby outside of battling is that he at least gives him the courtesy of saying, "Don't touch me, please." And there's nothing ironic. It's not like he's like, it's, you get one warning. Touch me again, this battle becomes something you'll see on the fucking news. And that realism, like I said, he is so authentic. He just he has an unbelievable professionalism in terms of keeping that anger and rage directed to where it's most necessary, which is the deliverance of the performance. Other battlers tap into that, but then it becomes personal. It takes over almost. Bobby never lets it go. He is always in the battle, always in the moment. And again, it keeps everyone completely hooked on the performance. It's brilliant.
Dude battled for the chain. I know he lost, but that's irrelevant. Bobby never battled. Oh. Oh, right.
Run that shit again, man. Gonna do it again.
Mike's. Yo, run it back.
See, he's still there. He's still there. Look at him.
Yo.
He's still there.
Yes. Yo. Listen, I'm gonna run it back a bit. I don't know where I'm up to. I am here to murder.
Bobby's now again. Bobby he's directing the show now. He's saying I should have gone round 2. Round 1 isn't important. Bobby, I'm sorry. Please, I have a family. Most of them love me. Don't hurt me. I say that. I'm laughing because I'm afraid.
You.
Come on. Talk to him, Bobby.
Meet your fucking maker. Yeah, that's right. You can call me dad now. I'm going to meet your mother later. See, I just can't resist that golden oldie, sweet love Anita Baker. No, that's not even the bit, is it? Where was I reeling up to? Am I supposed to feel inferior? Really? Just because you're American, everybody like, dog, he's been battling for 10 years. Caustic is a veteran.
Oh my God.
Dude's battled for the chain. I know he lost, but that's irrelevant. Bobby never battled for no chain. He's not a lion. He's not an elephant. Yeah. And what the fuck is Caustic? Past few years, this faggot stock's declined, and mine's been quite the opposite. It's on the rise. So for those that think this battle is a big shot, it is. But that shot ain't mine, because the days of Caustic being Mr. Big Shot, they are long behind. You can't compete with me just because you've been doing it longer, against bigger names, on bigger stages. I couldn't give a flying fuck, mate. So you see that logic there, it isn't safe. In fact, it's pretty dangerous, because what if it turns out...
I'm gonna rewind it because I'm talking over him again. Look at how much we've not watched yet. Anyways, let me run it back for a second. Watch this segment again. Watch how Bobby does not break his fucking gaze when he says all this stuff. Again, tell me you don't believe him. Tell me.
Fuck is Caustic? Past few years, this faggot stock's declined, and mine's been quite the opposite. It's on the rise. So for those that think this battle is a big shot, it is. But that shot ain't mine, because the days of Caustic being Mr. Big Shot, they are long behind. You can't compete with me just because you've been doing it longer, against bigger names, on bigger stages. I couldn't give a flying fuck, mate. So you see that logic there, it isn't safe. In fact, it's pretty dangerous, because what if it turns out I am way fucking better than you had anticipated? Bobby Rex, you dickhead. Time.
There you go. And that's what I mean, man. Bobby, just so you know, if you're still watching, the reason I picked your first rounds, bub, is because most of the time it sets the kind of to your point, it sets the stage, it sets the table for the battle as it's going to be, and it really helps emphasize just why I think he's such a dangerous opponent for most battlers, because he has this ability to be able to define what the battle's going to be, or how it should be judged, or what metrics are important to the battle in terms of what the judges should be thinking, what the audience should be thinking. And it's incredible. Like I say, he's just gone after the guy for all the reasons that you would think you shouldn't mention, because you're highlighting the reasons why he's superior in many ways. And he's going, and I don't give a fuck. I'm still better than you. I'll still beat you. Like, it's charisma and confidence just fucking radiating from him like the fucking sun, man. Anyways, speaking of the Georgie Roots battle, we fast forward now. Bobby, my friend, Bobby was the killing one, but it's your show. So Bobby, and for anyone watching, I do have some full battles, okay? It's just that to keep this show under 3 hours, because I did Tony's the other day and it was nearly 4. I don't know how many people want to watch me for 4 hours. I had to only stick to certain battles to tell the story I wanted to tell. But the next battle I wanted to showcase, because here's the thing. I feel like this is one of the first occasions of Bobby really not just cementing his role within battle rap in general today, but giving that rub to the next generation that a lot of battlers don't want to do. And I feel like it was part of the story that led up to the final of the Anarchy tournament, which was Bobby really just... He announced himself in a big way, in my mind, and gave himself a reputation that stands to this day. And the Georgie Roots battle is a great example of that. In fact, no, I'm lying, Bobby. It wasn't your first, it was your last. And I'll explain why when we get to it.
Yeah, that was pretty cool, but the fact remains, H-U-M-B-L-E. I just made you eat all 6 slices. I am the judge, juror, and the executioner, and the look on your face, it's priceless.
Sorry, I should say, right, took place on the 10th of July, 2021, and you'll note from the room, this is pandemic battling. So, while there's not many people in the room, pay very close attention to the reactions of the few people that are in the room, because it is, again, the reason I think Bobby excelled and has continued is because he adapted. He didn't need 1,000 people reacting to him to make him look good. Stick him in any scenario, he excels. Anyway, sorry. My apologies, Bobby.
I just pray the wind changes and it sticks like this. Big life lessons today. Don't play stupid games with people's lives because you'll win shit prizes. You put on a fake persona to try and prove that you was the coolest dude in the room, but we was always going to see that shit was fake. Little Mr. Georgia, fruits of the loom. You have done absolutely nothing in battle rap. You have run rampant through the bottom tier. They might cheer that shit on other leagues, but not on here. This is Premier Battles. Big Bobby Rex's stomping ground. I can change the atmosphere of an entire room even when there's not a crowd.
Yes, goddamn right.
House around the world that is watching now. You are nowhere near my level. Your God would fear my devil because he would knock him out. Because he would knock him out. Georgia, how come you're not so cocky now?
God damn it.
As I thought, not a sound. What a clown. You lot built him up too much and somebody had to knock him down.
I'm sorry. I've not done this in any of these before. I need Georgie Roots 2. Okay, Hadda Shrooms and Bobby have told me, but however, I gotta hear that again.
Today. Don't play stupid games with people's lives because you'll win shit prizes. You put on a fake persona to try and prove that you was the coolest dude in the room, but we was always going to see that shit was fake. Little Mr. Georgia, fruits of the loom. You have done absolutely nothing in battle rap. You have run rampant through the bottom tier. They might cheer that shit on other leagues, but not on here. This is Premier Battles. Big Bobby Rex's stomping ground. I can change the atmosphere of an entire room even when there's not a crowd. I just change the atmosphere in everybody's house around the world that is watching now. You are nowhere near my level. Your God would fear my devil because he would knock him out.
Fuck. Terrifying. Terrifying. Just fucking... Ladies and gentlemen, tell me you are not fucking gripped by that. Tell me, and I need to see what you look like when you're lying. Good Lord. It's not the second round. I'm sorry about that. But your God would fear my death. The only thing I can think that comes... That's anime levels of fucking awesome fucking rhetoric, ladies and gentlemen. The only thing I can think of... This one goes out to P Soldier. Is when Vegeta's yelling at Goku after he's turned Ultra Instinct for the first time. Go, Kakarot. Trespass into the domain of the gods. Ugh. Bobby Rex writing for anime. Make it happen.
Because he would knock him out. Georgia, how come you're not so cocky now? As I thought, not a sound. What a clown. You lot built him up too much and somebody had to knock him down. And unfortunately for Georgie boy, he got dropped off in Bobby's town. And I specifically told you, I am not in the mood. And now it's your fault that everybody is doomed. And the chances are in about 20 years, I'll phone you on Facebook Messenger and say sorry to you. But as it stands, right now, I hope your brother's up there sucking cock on the moon. And I hope he sucks a lot of it too. See, I'm not nothing like you. I don't care if my friends be gay. And if you didn't want me to talk about this, then tell me. YMC, hey? Absolutely fucking slaughtered him, like I promised and I said I would. Now, if George is willing to learn and grow from this, I'm willing to be the one that helps him getting up. Psych! Get to fuck, you specky cunts. Even your little girlfriend there knows Bobby Rex has won. You are nothing more to this scene than the best out of a dreadful bunch. Now get the fuck out of my face before your head gets punched. But don't forget the moral of today's story. Be a better man, Georgia, and for fuck's sake, get some lunch.
Jesus. Right. I'm just going to pause it for this bit in a second, right? So, you just saw that, right? A fucking annihilation. A fucking evisceration. Just absolute carnage unfolding in front of you. And just pure, unabashed facts. That's Bobby the performer. I present to you, Bobby the man.
There you go.
Sorry, I apologize.
Don't apologise to me. It's a
Yeah,
sport.
but still,
It's a sport,
respect it, brother.
Genuinely one of the nicest guys you could ever possibly hope to meet. He is just such an unbelievably generous individual with his words, time, and he's so goddamn mindful. Again, in a moment, he just goes, do you know what, actually, he is a goddamn, man, I fucking love Bobby so fucking much as a performer, but as a bloke and as someone to just sort of chat and vibe with and shoot ideas backwards and forwards and kind of just put the world to rights. He's so, man, see what I mean? That's why I picked his I'm sorry, Bobby, I know that your second was probably hardest, but your third showcased you as a battler and a person as being equally amazing at being both. As a human being, what a lovely man. Anyways, right. And again, I'm gushing. I'm sorry. I'm a big fan of Bobby's. Really big fan of Bobby's. That's why him winning the title was a big deal to me. Shame I couldn't be there. So it is what it is. But anyways, right. So moving on now. I think this is the second full battle we're going to showcase. And look, before anyone says a fucking word, I know this next battle was a losing effort on Bobby's. Okay, I tend not to showcase losing efforts on these things. I'm trying to showcase the positives. And I am, because here's the thing. Bizzo Bond had an amazing title run. The longest reigning UK Battle Rap champion in history now. Okay? And he had a great run. Battled some big names. Really raised his stock and profile as a battler. What no one talks about? If Bizzo Bond's story is Goku, fucking Bobby Rex is fucking Vegeta. You cannot have one and the rise of one without this guy edging him. He's ever so slow, just ever so behind on the decisions on both occasions. Could have easily won it on other days. Fate determined, for whatever reason, Bizzo is the one that got to have the title run. But you cannot deny the performances. Both times against Biz. Both times. Bobby was unbelievable, as you will now see. This first one took place on the 29th of August 2021 and was the Premier Battles Anarchy Final.
Now I can imagine that you're really, really bored about how boring you are. But for fuck's sake, Bizzo, just being stood in front of you now. Looking at you has got me started. Oh. Horses and carts. Stalling his cart. Fucking bomb in the back. Yo, what the fuck? Yes, Bizzo. What's going on here with battle event? What, you're on the card? When is it? Did it already start? Nah, surely they can't still be booking you for events. Don't talk from your ass. You're shit, and I tell Northerners the good, even when I think that Northerners aren't. Wow. But you're actually proper shit. You're so fucking boring. I feel like you're about to draw as a chart. Briggsy doesn't set us timers for your rounds, Bizzo. He sets us all in alarm. There's always bare people in the crowd waking up, shitting it, thinking that they're late for work. Turns out it's just round one and Bizzo. Only a couple more to go. Come on now, people. Stay alert. If I can stand in front of him right now looking at him without falling asleep again, but as he patiently waits his turn, I'll fucking take his bird.
Bizzo! Look at Bizzo trying desperately not to crease.
They deserve. Wow. I just had the maddest days ever. There was another no-name lower mid-tier cunt trying to sit up at the big table and take our food like I'm just about to let that shit happen. Mate, you out of your simple mind. I brought the boys in tonight and we're about to make our move. Do you really think you're going to be the one to stop me and to fuck up my street? Like I'm just going to let you fly over to King of the Dot like, there you go, Canada. Have yourselves a good night's sleep. You dickhead, you're not going anywhere. They've already booked my seat. I've already packed my socks and boxes and already brushed my teeth. $2.5 grand isn't the prize money, that is just my fee. See, this tournament isn't yours to win, it was set up for me. You're just a dickhead that hit up Briggs' messages begging and pleading to take Terminal's place when he dropped out, and you inadvertently ended up becoming just the death that we needed. Guy convinced himself he was about to have an incredible evening, but now he's out of breath in the deep end and I've got my foot on his neck trying to drown him while I'm shouting and screaming, die Bizzo Bond, die! And this is literally all because I cannot fucking stand the sound of him speaking. As soon as he opened his mouth tonight, I wanted to go home and I planned on being out for the weekend, but Bizzo Bond didn't come here to rap, he came here to counsel a meeting. He reckons he's one of the best about now, and I guess you're allowed to believe him, but I don't for one single second, and I doubt him for thousands of reasons. Number one, primarily being the amount of people in the crowd that are soundly asleep whenever he's spitting his bars. Now, can somebody do me a favour and wake me up in about 2.5 minutes when he's finished? If you don't know when that is, just keep an ear out for one of Briggs' alarms. Time.
Wow. The timing on that's brilliant, by the way. I've heard that a few times, and every time I hear that little, I know it's a phone message, but it's almost too perfect to not be. Do you know what I mean? And yeah, the only reason I wanted to stop and pause before the second round is because, again, one of the things that I think I love most about their battles is because they're mates. They both kind of go into it, again, shaking. It's like the Apollo-Rocky fight at the end of Rocky 3 where they're like, listen, we're mates now, but we are competitors, and we both want to put on the fucking best battle that we can, and we both want to win, and so they go after each other like in just the best, most entertaining way. So anyways, that's the first round. Setting the table, as Bobby likes to say. Let's see what he's got for round 2.
3, 2, 1, I'm back in the room. Now, out of everything he did just say, what I caught, I'm going to rebuttal because I'm the rebuttal king. Who am I kidding? I slept through the whole fucking round and I don't remember a fucking thing. Now look, if you had one shot, one opportunity to seize everything you ever wanted, one moment, would you capture it? I'll let it slip. Except this is not your movie, Bizzo. Get a grip. Imagine a movie about your life. It wouldn't matter who's directing it. No actors ever read the script, because once we've seen you do anything, Bizzo, we've seen you do everything that you ever did. Go and check the clips. When he spits, he never trips or never slips, but that's because he doesn't take any risks. He's clever-ish, and he ticks a lot of boxes, but I am telling you, it is not an office job, this. Outside of the box is where you've got to plot this, because inside of the fucking box, that's where Bobby drops you. See, you don't just tick it, you put your opponents in it, and you don't get to do that to somebody like me just because you wrote some lyric. Pussy, know your limit. This is not your movie, it's my book that we're writing. Now turn and smile for the camera, because it's about to be a photo finish. My boy told me every day I'd win this tournament if I chose to win it, and I know that he's watching over me right now. I can feel his soul and spirit, so listen to me very, very fucking carefully. I will be getting and I will be using that $2.5 grand to get a tattoo on my arm, and me and XAO will be flying out to Canada to see me battle. I will be getting and I will be using that $2.5 grand to get a tattoo on my arm, and me and XAO will be flying out to Canada to see me battle, and no, you will not be ruining our plans. See, I haven't brought a single round today that leaves you with a half chance, just proof that you can't hang, which is the beating that you deserve for even having the nerve to battle me. Because imagine this nerd in his gaff, prepping for the clash, spitting every verse mechanically, and as soon as he knows all the words, it's time for him to work on strategy, which is basically him standing in front of the mirror for 2 months straight, practicing having a personality. Mate, that's something that you have, not something that you practice at your yard. Your personality is part of the fabric of the man you are. You don't go to create a character, just act great, then they rate you. Because what are you going to tell us next? You called Bizzo Bond and you got that shit from some random rap name generator.
He did!
You actually did, didn't you?
He did, yeah, he did!
See what I'm saying? He thinks your attributes is something that you choose, like a sense of humour is something you buy with money. Not quite, Bizzo. What it actually is when people laugh because, you know, just find shit funny. Now watch him in the third round, right? He'll try and do this big build-up and badly act out all this fake emotion in his voice. But notice if and when I get emotional, I mean every single fucking word I say, so I don't get a choice. He's acting out some gritty life. Ask about him, living mine. Bobby Rex in real life. Bizzo Bond in his mind. Fuck out.
Yeah. Yeah. One thing before we move on to the final round. God damn, the attire of these two is just dreadful. Wouldn't you agree? I mean, wouldn't they feel more comfortable wearing something from North London, preferably red? It's just terrible. It's just an awful attire on both of them. Really dreadful. Awful. Anyways, right, third round.
Bizzo Bond for a minute. Let me take this opportunity on camera just to dap myself. 'Cause I remember a couple of years ago, I was abusing drugs and alcohol to cover up and to mask just how bad I felt. And as I fell, instead of trying to catch and pick me up, you lot just laughed like hell. Some even told me I should kill myself, so I grabbed my belt, wrapped it round my neck like, yeah, go on, do it, Bobby. That might help. Had myself a couple of pity parties. I remember those sad nights well. But now look at me, you dickhead. I'm back and I'm on top, smashing everything in my path, and I'm living my bad life well.
Goddamn fucking right, brother. Goddamn fucking right.
I'm living my bad life well, and I'm having the last laugh over every single one of these daft bastards that said I'm past my cell day. Fuck these whack rappers talking about the opportunities I messed up. If I had got that opportunity, yeah, well, you didn't, mate, so get fucked. And what you lot seem to all forget is that I didn't wait to get booked, so it didn't take me 7 years to get up here to be considered maybe next up. I've already been on planes to spit on stages around the world in different places, because I put the work in and made myself a bigger name, while Bizzo did the same as every other little lazy cunt in the game, and told himself, good things come to those who sit and wait and show a bit of patience, so he didn't change. He just did the same thing that he's been doing since back in the day, and he didn't aim to ever give the paying customers something we could all be proud of. Instead, he turned up to this tournament and stepped up his performances by doing boring louder.
Fucking hell.
And he expected all of what? And he just expected all of
Wow.
to be like, what in the how the?
Wow. He cracked himself up.
Yourself, you dickhead. It's time to face it, mate. You bore us. You wake up every day to eat your yarn flakes and you masturbate to yarn up. This battle today is somebody that entertains versus somebody that talks good. Somebody that is amazing versus somebody that's awful. Somebody that's about to be sat on a plane versus somebody that walks still. So you not having a grain of the talent and pure skill that I haven't displayed just happens to make you look exactly what you are, Bizzo. Average and normal. And trust me, I'm not letting the public vote happen again. There's not a single judge watching this racking the brain. It's coming back as a 4-0. And what you thought was about to be the happiest day of your sad and your strange life just became a harrowing ordeal. Because you just realised that Bobby Rex in real life, he's not an actor or phase, and when I'm snapping, it's for real. And when I say, you'll get slapped in the face, you can go and ask that sorry excuse of a champion Unanimous, and they'll tell you, a slap is what you'll feel. Now get the fuck out of my face, Bizzo, because I'm getting really naffed off, and I'm bored to tears of this movie scene you're badly acting out talking about. This here is my last shot. Mate, if I lose today, and what? I'll make another opportunity tomorrow when I wake up. Except I'm not gonna lose today, because I've said I'll win on Facebook. So I'm sorry, mate, but I'm off again on holiday, and you're gonna have to stay put. Because I just spat 3 rounds with the sickest of bars, and not once did I need Briggs' alarm to tell the people in the crowd they need to
wake up.
Fuck out of here, Bizzo Bunky.
God damn it, son. And so you have to imagine what kind of performance beat that. It was probably the performance of Bizzo's career. And it was only made so by Bobby being the fucking goddamn he's just fucking great. I can't keep saying it, so I'm not gonna just keep pouring on platitudes. You just witnessed what I just witnessed. Fucking amazing stuff. The next battle, okay, I'll be brutally honest about this next battle. Not only is it the full battle, it's a battle I didn't consider putting on until I really thought about it. There's 2 reasons for it. Number one, I think it showcases Bobby in a completely different way to everything you've just seen. Everything you've just seen, forget it, because this next battle is just completely different. Completely off the walls fun. And secondly, Bobby himself... I was talking to Shuffle T and Marlowe battles. I was like, Chuff or Marlowe. It was, man, this is this is probably like my third or fourth favorite battle of yours. And Bobby piped up and went, name 3 better. He's like, name 3 better than this one. And he's like, no, I'll wait. Like, I don't know. I was just throwing it out there, man. He's like, exactly. It's your favorite. Like, he's always telling me, like, no, it's your favorite. Just, I love it. He doesn't accept anything less. So, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you a choice that had to be on here in its entirety because of how much it is one of my favorite battles of both teams, and that's your cue. It is Shufflo versus Scapegoats, and it took place on Premier Battles on the 14th of November 2021. I present to you some fucking chaos, ladies and gentlemen.
Yo, before we get started, we'd just like to apologise for our behaviour in the past. It was truly embarrassing as men.
And that is not something that we are about to try and stand here and defend.
Because that would be pretending that we hadn't actually offended all of the people we consider family and friends.
Yeah, we was pretty bad though, innit, Raptor?
I know, Bobby, but it's not like it was ever done with any anger or contempt, malice or intent.
Yeah, I mean, but we did still do a lot of fucking damage in the end.
It's all forgotten about now though, bro. Plus, it's not like it's going to start happening again.
Yeah, you're probably right. I mean, Briggsy did book us for this battle, and we are always in the gym. We've had him getting hench.
Bobby, look around.
I'm going to stop, by the way. How good does Bobby look in this bit? If you go back to the Code Red battle, yeah, he's got a bit of weight on him, but just generally, look at how much healthier and happier he looks and feels when he's battling. Isn't that great? Isn't that wonderful? And his beard isn't quite caveman-esque. It's still well kept and groomed. He is a handsome man in this. I am jealous of that hat. I want that hat. Anyway, carry on.
You're filling up capacities again. UK battle rap is gathering momentum and recapturing its strength.
Yeah, you're fucking right, you know. Raptor, it makes sense.
This is a chance to get redemption and all those who laughed at our expense. We can be like them, bro.
What? You mean like being dead happy at events, everybody? What? You mean like being dead happy at events, everybody laughing with their friends?
I mean, we can start travelling with the
Oh, bro, this is the happiest event.
No, because we've still got to act as if we're gents. So don't you be going getting active in the gents.
I wouldn't know anything about that. I wouldn't know anything about it.
Yeah, I've got it. Manners and respect. If anybody says he's got a problem with us, I'll tell him it's one that we're happy to amend.
Yep.
No, we might no longer be a band that they resent.
Precisely, Bob. So you ready? Exactly like we practiced it again.
Right, let's get cracking with it then.
And this is why I picked it. They've just completely swerved the gimmick. I love it.
Is a promise to every fan that's in attendance, standing at Rebellion, and every battle rapper that we ever managed to offend.
To the bouncers standing at the entrance, to the staff and all its members, and anybody else who flies the flag and represents.
We will never,
Ever.
We will
Never.
ever. Again, there's a reason that UK battle rap is in descent.
Oh, let's go and fucking ruin it.
Battle rap again. This is why it was a battle of the year contender, because both teams gave it great.
Fuck this shit. I feel like sniffing drugs.
You know what? Fuck it. Me too. Did you bring us some?
No, do you know what? Fuck it. I feel like sniffing drugs.
Do you know what? Fuck it. Me too. Did you bring us some?
Well, I was gonna when I went to Jimmy's, but Lisa answered and said that he isn't up. Hey, I've got a bit of dough though. Get on Ricky, bro.
I'll ring him up. Yes, Ricky, it's Bobby. I'm after a bit of stuff. Yo, we're 6 enough.
Well, how much is one?
50 bob.
Fucking hell, bro. I ain't got that much. I'm skinned as fuck.
How much have we got? Give a look. I'm putting them back in my pockets, right? Will you ticket us?
Well, what did he say?
Not a chance.
Really?
Honest, man.
What a rap.
Bro, what are we going to do? We've got a rap.
All right, chill out. I've got a plan.
Chill out. Have you forgotten that both of our special powers come from our back?
just completely embracing the gimmick.
Have you forgotten that both of our special powers come from a bag? Or the fact that we have to sniff a line.
McCoy was in the crowd for this. Good lad.
We are not going to be the same unless we obtain some narcotics fast.
Roger that. Shufflo, come here a sec, mate. I want to chat. Now, I know for certain you just overheard the little problem that me and Bobby having. Remember that night in Leeds, mate? That's it. Me and you went on the lash, got proper smashed. Well, that night, I fucking lost a bag, which I heard you found at the bottom of your glass. Now, I fucking want it back. Yes, I did, Spikey.
Fuck the drugs. Last time I tried them, they didn't work.
What, like it's the verb?
Bro, check it out. Bro, check it out. I just come up with an idea for the sickest verse, and I'm pretty certain that if we spit it perfect, it'll hurt.
Oh, shit. Have you been digging dirt?
Well, let's just say this little birdie got up early and has given me a tin of worms, and we're about to expose this pair of pussies like we're lifting up some miniskirts.
For God's sake, Bobby. For God's sake.
What is it first?
Right, so what we're going to do is hit them with it in the third.
Yeah, but tell me what it is you've heard.
Bro, these two aren't even fucking rappers. They're just really good at picking words. These two aren't even fucking rappers. They're just really good at picking words. They're actually a pair of actors, and this is just a script that's been rehearsed.
Yeah.
You fucking idiot!
What?
Well, I've already tried that, and it didn't work.
The fuck you mean?
When I battled Shuffle T?
You bought Shuffle T?
Are you fucking kidding? But when I battled for that dickhead,
Right?
Cheap pops, we got him.
And he rang his mum.
I'll just pause it there because here's the thing I've loved so far in this battle. And Bobby's right? Is that Bobby and Raptor are playing off the fact that they are for the first time probably considered the underdogs going into it. So they are pulling from the entire history of their collective experiences with both Shuffle T, Marlowe, and Shufflo. And it's just great, isn't it? It's great.
His mum? Why is he winging her?
Well, that doesn't matter, bro. But you have to know, as far as angles go, you have picked the worst.
Well, where was Mum when all of this happened?
Well, I don't know. Probably fucking with his bird.
I don't even know. I guess you live and learn.
Anyways, listen, this'll work.
And look, okay, I'm just going to put this out there, right? The reason I love this battle from the Bobby, Rex, and Raptor perspective, right, the Scapegoats perspective, is because, okay, I hope this doesn't come across as disrespectful. It's just the way I view it in terms of the characterization of both of their on-stage characters. Do you remember in the Looney Tunes when they had those gangsters and then you had the tiny little gangster with the massive hat and then you had the other gangster that was fucking... He looked like Kingpin, like just huge with tiny little legs. And the small gangster gave all the orders and talked real fast, and then the giant gangster talked real slow and was like a little bit not slower. That's the characterization I see with this. It's like Bobby is like... He's like Lenny in Mice and Men. He's just he's unrelentlessly lovable and just happy to play that sort of unwitting character in this. And Raptor's like the guy running around at a million miles an hour just trying to keep everything going with the nefarious, convoluted scheme that they're plotting. And it works. It works so well.
I've got a plan B. What these need is a dose together that own medicine, so let's hand feed them a double dose like a vaccine.
Yeah, let's have a scrap and jab these.
No, that is not what that means. For example, let's talk about his book. I know it's a product of a question that every fan meets, you know, every status he puts up, another page goes in his book, along with money, tax-free shit. I had a book like his once. It was called fucking Ask Jeeves.
I hear what you're saying, Raptor, but if you ask me, that's sweet. Let's talk about his book that all the fans read. That shit sold last week.
Yeah, to be fair, and it's next month when it gets done by Crafty.
Exactly. Exactly.
Wait.
Exactly. We're moving on to Plan C.
Yeah, what's that, G?
An absolute guarantee that with me we're going to see them off. You don't believe me? Watch. See, I've just remembered something it seems that we forgot.
We're gonna fuck up then and reveal the plot.
Check it out, bro. We're going to talk about them being Check it out, bro. He said reveal the plot. So what we're going to do is talk about them being posh.
I'm leaving, Bob.
Who are you, Peter Tosh? Look at him wailing and skeeting off all because he can't be the boss.
Hey, I'm not fucking Shuffle T, you know.
I'm slagging you off there.
Anyways, but listen, pre this, Bob, it's left me amazed.
Go on.
How the fuck do you sound like you're from an expensive estate, but then look like you haven't got a pence to your name?
Yeah. Don't you two be coming round here acting dead clever with grades?
What, because you did some GCSEs?
So,
And they play off that really well in this battle too. The fact that they're, you know, considered to be not as educated.
don't you
I love
two
it.
be coming round here acting dead clever with grades?
What, because you did some GCSEs?
GCSEs.
So fucking what, mate? We did our
MDMAs.
So fucking what, mate? We did our MDMAs.
Way cleverer than you, mate.
So don't be attempting today to use your education to brag.
Because I hate to break it to you, but me and him were getting class A's.
Way before you was getting A's in a class.
Bars. Bars.
Plus, all your high grades came on a piece of paper.
And all our high grades came in a bag.
Plus we was getting about in a hood way before someone gave you a pass. You told you.
What are you doing? Whoa, that's my line.
That was my line.
What, you're making me mad.
Right, do you know what? Fuck it, we call it a date, it's a wrap.
Time.
That was
My line. Round 1. Round 2.
You can go first now.
See what I mean? I love this characterization. I love it.
Don't be doing this, Bob.
Fuck you, Raptor. I told you I'd be pissed off.
If what?
If you told me that my idea was shit.
But mate, it was.
Wasn't, no, was it?
Right, do you know what? Go on, fucking try it then.
All right, I will. Marlo, you fucking big toff.
See?
Shit hot.
Knock, knock.
I fucking think not. Bro, that is never, ever going to work. What, against two of the most toughest opponents on earth?
Of course it will.
Look at them, man. Look at how they're in it,
What
man.
will you learn? Do you know how many times these two have wrote and rehearsed? They're gonna go in sync. The whole fucking crowd's gonna start going berserk. And what do you want to do, numbnuts? Talk about his fucking coat and his shirt.
Of course I do. Of course I do.
I love it. It's great. Go on.
Bro, you're the best. Mate, that'll totally work.
Nah, you've got to mix it up. All right, listen, punchlines. Have you done them before?
Of course I have.
Good, because you're gonna need them.
Bobby is just so into the character at this point.
Listen, right, you've got to mix it up a bit. Punchlines. Have you done them before?
Of course I have.
Good, because we're going to need a couple of more. Now, for example, I'll go first and begin with this. Let me show you the ropes, Bobby, before we meet these two swing from it. For example, your podcast is appalling. What a fucking pair of Disney kids. To beat us, you will need more in the locker than England in '66. Bars, bro. You ready?
Of course I am.
Right, well, fucking give it.
Of course I am. Go on then.
Listen, that isn't art. Stand back and watch this. I've already practiced me bars. So you two seem to think that you're a big threat. But I don't see a massive guitar.
Do you get it? A big threat. Very good.
All I can see is two big tits. Is this Pamela Anderson's bra? These lot seem to have written us off. But I'm not crashing me
My
car.
car.
I'm sick of killing it.
Yeah, he is. He is.
These lot seem to have written us off, but I'm not crashing my car. It's actually parked back at the yard.
Yard.
Yes, Raptor, like that.
Kind of, Bob. Right, listen, let's go back to the start.
You're doing it again, mate. I cannot be asked.
No, listen to the point I'm trying to make. Let me get the pad for the chart.
No, mate, you can shove your pint up your ass like you sat on a star.
Don't fucking encourage him, yeah? All right, you know what? Seriously, you think you're so fucking funny, yeah? I'm gonna do some jokes. Yes, Raptor! Oh, Bobby. What's up now?
Bobby
Why
is
did the chicken
killing
cross the
it.
road? I don't know, Bobby. To get to the little poncy posh cunt's house.
Hey, Marlo.
I don't get it. I don't get
I
it.
knew he should have been on their team. Marlo, knock knock.
The chicken. He got everyone with it. Got everyone with it. Everyone. Great.
Hey, Bobby. Yes! That's it! That was a test and you passed it!
Yo, get the pad quick. What's the next tactic? Space goals.
Oh my god. Space goals. Alright, never mind. frontline jokes. We're gonna try angles.
Oh, I used to play those.
See what I mean?
You meant the shapes. Oh, why didn't you just say so?
No, I meant angles like the bars he thieves from KOTD and the angle which you used in him v Soul, you know, ripping off a fella like Shakespeare, but you know that's a Cynthia. Oh,
Way.
We could do an angle about the film he just made.
Oh, he made a film?
Well, it's one we're never going to watch, but listen, he invited all his friends to a special airing at the premiere, and everyone forgot.
Really? What's the name of the film?
Everyone forgot!
All right, well, did they remember it or what?
Whoa, you ought to be careful what you're saying when Adam's in the place.
Why?
Don't be slagging off his mate. Did you not see him in the second round?
Oh, he's right there.
Don't be slagging off his mate. Wait, did you not see him in the second round first canal when he was snapping in an angry little rage?
Oh, yeah, they did, actually. It's great.
Well, mate, you wouldn't be saying that if he was marching up to spark you in the face. I think we should be on guard from him in case.
Oh, here he is now.
Oh, shit, he's going to stop us! Oh, no, it appears he's only
Started a debate.
But listen, you're in Manny now, lads.
Great.
Not far.
Ah, Manny Pops. Raptor invoking his Mick Foley in him.
Hey, Manny now, lads. Not far from the estate.
And it's pretty fucking dangerous round here when it's dark and getting late.
And we know it's pretty far to the apartment where you stay, and I'm not being funny, but you two are definitely going to be
Targeted as prey. Yeah.
Piccadilly Gardens isn't safe.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I know it's pretty far to the apartment where you stay, and I'm not being funny, but you two are definitely going to be targeted as prey.
Piccadilly Gardens isn't safe.
Oh, yeah, little Martin and his mates, and when they see you and Marlowe with your case, they're going to start giving chase.
And judging by your look and size, you can't have any pace.
No, so what we're going to do, lads, is offer you the bargain of the day.
And we're going to charge minimum rate.
And we're even going to include a very own personal tour of any bar or any rave.
And in the morning, we're even going to escort you in a car right to your trains.
And we're not going to ask for money or your card for you to pay.
All we're going to ask is that you let us win this battle and get your asses off the stage.
Bars. And this is why I wanted to showcase this one. Look at how much fun Bobby's having just kind of easing into what is quite a loose character. And I love how much fun he's having. He's having, again, he's embodying a character to a large degree in this one that I know he doesn't showcase in many other of his battles because it just goes against the gimmick. But look at how, just the idea of him just being like, Raptor is like scheming the win and Bobby scuppering it at every turn and yet endearing himself to the audience. It's theatre, man. It's fucking theatre. I love it. Anyways, round 3. This is the A-team round, I think.
We've got fucking props too.
Props!
Did have glasses, but he broke, and there was actually props and glasses.
Now, some viewers may find the following scenes harrowing and distressing. Viewers' discretion is advised.
All right, Rex, it's mission time. Operation Treble Six is live. Now, this will be by far the toughest expedition that you have ever been assigned. But my God, if anyone can do it, then it's you, Rex. Because you're the best there is alive. And I don't know how you do it, you sons of bitch. But you managed to pull it off every single time. Now, listen, Rex. We got you as many men as we could find. The weapons are supplied, the best there is to buy. We got you every specialist inside of every regiment assigned. We got you boats in the ocean and we got you planes ready in the sky. And these will all be with you in around 20 minutes time. Now the targets. 2 of the most wanted men there is alive. And if you're checking your device for the messages that I've sent you with all of the intelligence inside, I sent it back on the 7th of July at 11:59. Now listen, Rex. The enemies are primed, and we are on their territory, and we are entering it blind, and we don't know if they're solo or together for the fight, and these motherfuckers. And I said, these motherfuckers are the most deadliest combined, and they are prone to attack us, Rex, at any given time. And we're all counting on you back here, buddy. Me and the rest of us inside. Look, everyone say hi.
Hi.
Hi, Raptor. Well, best of wishes, guys.
Sir, before you leave, are you aware that everything just rhymes?
References.
Okay, this is it. We just got to go ahead. The mission's live. We've got 20 minutes, guys. Make sure everything is primed and ready. I want your weapons at your sides. I want extra clips and knives. I want medikit supplies. You want to get to kiss your wives again, then we remember it precisely as the lieutenant just described. The intelligence provided is suggesting that they might be expecting this tonight, and their defense is pretty tight. And yes, I am well aware that their pathetic little size makes it look like they have never been in fights. But please, when you get them in your sights, do not let them trick your eyes. Many good men have been and tried to kill them, and they regularly die. This is their territory, and they've had it specially designed to help them whenever there's a crisis. And up until today, all access has been denied. That's like...
Jeez! This is a comedy angle. Look at him spitting.
Has been denied, so we're going to unexpectedly surprise him, and we're getting him behind. I'm going to get him on the left. Raptor, you get him on the right. Wait, not yet. When I give the sign. and only at that set specific time.
Well, sir, there's no time like the present.
So let me present you him and I.
Dr. Jekyll.
This is Hyde.
We're the devils in disguise.
Something possessing us inside.
Neck is twisting like the exorcist. It's about to be very sick
I
tonight.
will walk in any forest. And you'd be stupid if you think that Bobby Rex is knocking on letterboxes. I'll just walk in unannounced and test for porridge. And you best believe that I'm sleeping in any of the fucking beds I wanted. Shit, I'll even put down a month's rent deposit and let the cottage and then Raptor will
black out like Eddie Brock in Venom's body. Now these two are gonna... But then Raptor will black out like Eddie Brock in Venom's body. Now these two are gonna need wishing well. Get it? Is the penny dropping?
Check his pockets.
It's nothing but an empty wallet. He never got it, so we better get Inspector Frost detectives on it.
Let's be honest, this is Decepticons.
To Megan Foxes.
This is Special Cloth.
To Becks and Poshes.
This is Reds and Runners.
To Becks and Poshes.
And fuck the line up there, it doesn't matter though, because this
It
is...
doesn't matter, because I'll chop your noggins off and let it hit the deck and cross it. That's heads and volleys.
Did you see that? Did you see that?
He's so lucky now.
Amazing.
Hey, I'll chop his noggin off and let it hit the deck and cross it. That's heads and volleys. And if I get any one single objection from it, tell them I couldn't care less. The boss is me like Brendan Rodgers. Fuck. I couldn't give a fuck if it's selling copies. If you think that's something I've read, then stop it.
Like a zebra crossing.
Because these two took a shot like espresso coffees.
But they cheddar bobbed it, took their own leg and shot it.
But they were small print and these two should have been checking for it.
Instead, they went diving in head first and ended up belly flopping.
Shit, we wanted international battles. These two were the second option.
You're just 2 stones and we're stepping on them.
But fuck it, beating you will outfund the flight like Tesla profits to SpaceX's rockets.
You couldn't...
Hey, I said fuck it. Beating you will outfund the flight like Tesla profits to SpaceX's rockets.
You couldn't see us two with Professor Cox's telescopics when he's inspecting comets.
Now like the Pentagon is about to get his defense demolished and be right in the World Trade Center of it when the second one hits.
The scapegoats have arrived with a jaw-dropping bang. You thought we was playing with fire, it's just a torch-swapping hand.
Damn. Jesus, man.
We ain't fucking finished.
Well, you seem like you finished.
Oh yeah.
Go, gang.
Till we both hang.
Bro, man.
No thanks.
I suppose it makes sense in that battle that the jump off is stumbled a little bit as well. But you see what I mean? Like when he's even so McCoy has commented the way Raptor saves Bobby stumble in the third is incredible. Even Bobby's acknowledging how good Raptor was in a moment makes it entertaining. And this is what I'm saying, man. There's no moments in Bobby's battles where you're like, this is kind of dragging, or I mean, it's good, but it's not entertaining. He's an entertainer's entertainer. I fucking love it. And that was as close as you will probably ever see. I mean, Matter and Peace Soldier gave a really good account of themselves against Shufflo, but like that is as close as you're going to get to seeing Shufflo dethroned as the de facto best 2-on-2 in the country, and they still reign to this day. Their fucking tenure is probably the best 2-on-2 the UK battle rap has ever seen. Really should be showcased at one point in an ongoing YouTube series. Anyway, for now, let's Gas is in the house. Gas, how we doing, my friend? And that's high praise again. I love Bobby to death, and I had to be there for him versus Gus because I was so proud of Gus for getting the Bobby battle. Both of those guys put on a hell of a performance, and it's why you see me gurning like a fucking idiot in the background of that one, stamping my feet and tapping my chest and all this shit, because both of them fucking killed it. It was great. That's probably a story for another day. The next battle we have here is on the 11th of September 2022. And I believe this is the first round. And that is against One Rivers for Premier Battles.
I I'm the king of the jungle.
Yes, you are,
And
Bobby.
that makes me Kong in the Amazon rivers. And I am here today to dispose of this fucking waste and to cause a lot of damage on rivers. See, after a few cancellations, PB felt that they had to give you a plate. So now the battle's on rivers. Let's see which one of us has got the stones. But this won't be no civil war. For trying to cross me, I'll wet his grill up as soon as I see Rivers Ford. Or I can go hands up with Rivers. But trust me, I am going to catch a body the very moment that I land hooks on Rivers. This is a great white shark trying to play fight carp. I really do not match up with Rivers. Got me feeling like I'm at a fracking protest the way these people are all getting gassed up on Rivers. You're getting punked on Rivers. You're not fly enough to get on my wave. We will run up with our hoods on Rivers. You are not the flow of the water. You are nothing more than a stepping stone. I am currently stood on Rivers. Everybody's skimming over you. Nobody's stuck on Rivers. So do like you're supposed to do and fuck off, Rivers. This really isn't going to help your career. Because do me a favour and actually picture yourself in a year. You're going to be battling some no-name in an irrelevant tier, and the belt will be air. I get activated by the smell of your fear, and right now I am activated. You got pissed off your last few opponents didn't turn up. This time you won't be glad they made it. The talk wasn't about whether or not I was going to show up. I ended that debate quick from the moment that I walked through the door of the building with nothing but bad intentions to smash your face in. I'll grab a blade, then it's laceration after laceration. Pure hack and slash. It's like the God of War, but an adaptation. Not even...
God damn it, son!
Listen. I'll grab a blade, and then it's laceration after laceration, pure hack and slash. It's like the God of War, but an adaptation, because not even a man of faith can escape the fucking wrath of Satan.
God damn it, son!
I'm ready to catch a case and get put back on A-Wing. Like, hey! Bobby's back on A-Wing! See, I will happily confess to every accusation when they ask for statements back at the station. Yes, officer, it was me. And I plan on taking the rest of these rappers' lives until I am the last remaining. You lot are going to learn today. Bobby Rex is the coldest, and you're going to actually have to pull your gun out. But I promise you, the moment the bullets hit me, I'm slapping your head off your shoulders. You're not even getting a closed fist, because that would be to hurt you. This is just for letting you know, bitch. The levels are so different. Stop forgetting, I don't miss. I am the guy that fell off better than you have ever been noticed. Woo! I'm so much better, there's no risk. I'm going to get me a gold belt. You're not even getting a gold fish. See, whenever I phone Briggs to discuss potential opponents, you are never on those lists. But I want that fucking title shot, and they said you're the closest contender, so hold this. You know what I'm saying? There's no need for you to battle the champion. You're already getting the whole biz.
Yeah,
I'm snapping
boy.
at him non-stop like celebrity photos, then sending him off to the afterlife. That's one hell of a road trip. And as the devil approaches, you'll realise that you're the sacrifice that I am selling my soul with. So you keep on saying that I'm your cousin, I'm not your relative though, Rivs. So when you really do die today, I hope somebody tells your real family not to expect any roses.
Good Lord. So we've gone from Scapegoats to I'm a murder this guy. And I like Rivers a lot. I've actually seen him perform live against Koj. Anyways, point being that, you go from Scapegoats and the levity and the fun and the enthusiasm and the levity and, to fucking hell, laceration after laceration. Unreal. And, yeah, again, Matthew has commented here, is his favourite battle, his favourite Bobby battle to date in the third round is probably the best. I only have the first, unfortunately. So you're going to have to... Here's the thing, by the way. Please take this as a full-on endorsement to go and watch these battles on their original channels. Premier Battles, Don't Flop, Code Red, King of the Ronalds, all of them. Go check out all these battles, man. They are all online right now. Please, by all means. I'm only showcasing the man, not necessarily pirating everyone else's content for the sake of it. I'm trying to make sure that we all eat here, as it were. But, it was a long day for Rivers, as Matthew comments here. Absolutely correct. If it gets worse for him from there, fucking hell. Yeah, long day. However, the next battle that I want to showcase... Oh, Matthew, no, because we got 15 battles to get through, my friends. And we still have 6 to do. There are 2 more full battles that we will watch, though, so don't worry. That we've watched full battles of Bobby's, 3 full battles of Bobby so far. We have 2 full more battles to go. The next one is not that, though. We've got 1 round, the first round, which was, again, one of those weird ones that whoever I spoke to about Bobby, like what should I be showcasing or whatever, almost everyone to a person said, hey, you need to include round 1 against this guy. And that is on the 16th of October 2022 for Premier Battles against Fate. Round 1.
So let me get this right. It's
F-A-T-E.
Foolish American travelling eagle fighting against the English, faced against the extremity. Feeble attacks the enemy, fends away too easily. Wait a second. Go, Bob.
Absolute fucking just filthy.
Do you really think you possess the skills capable of beating me? Yeah? Fantastic attitude. That's endearing. Free aeroplane to England for a...
I'm going to pause it and rewind it because the reason everyone told me to showcase this one is because he does this, and apparently everyone Fate has battled since has done a similar gimmick, and none of them have rivaled Bobby's creativity with the gimmick. So watch the genesis of something that happened throughout Fate's career since, and who Bobby did best.
Get this right. It's
F-A-T-E.
Foolish American travelling eagle fighting against the English, faced against the extremity. Feeble attacks the enemy, fends away too easily. Wait a second.
Sorry to pause it again, but Gaspuff's right. That's half the reason, because I've seen it. Gaspuff comments, I love that the rip-off round of this goes viral every 6 months so we can repost this battle again. And Bobby often comments it as well. Because here's the thing. It does. It's one of those weird ones that even though, like, some people might have favourite battlers, favourite promotions, all the rest of it, almost everyone in UK Battle Rap knows about this and is quite keen and eager to say to people, hey, hold your fucking roll. This is the originator and it's better. So if you want to take off of it and parody it or do your own version of it, fine. At least make it better than Bobby's. And so far, no one's been able to do it. So, yeah, Gus Buff with the correct point there. No loose chat in the house.
Do you really think you possess...
I'm just going to pause it again. Sorry to pause it again, Bobby. We will get to this round. I just want to say something, okay? I'm going to say this as cryptically as I possibly can. I really think that if you're a UK Battle Rap fan, you might want to pay attention to what No Loose Chat's doing at the moment. You might want to go give them a follow on their socials. You might want to consider subscribing to their YouTube channel and picking up a ticket to their events, because I have a sneaking suspicion, tiny little suspicion, that it might be just worth paying attention to them. I'm not going to say any more than that. I don't know anything. I'm just giving you some friendly advice that it might be worth paying attention to them. Anyway, let's move on.
This girl's capable of beating me. Yeah? Fantastic attitude. That's endearing. Free aeroplane to England for a terrible experience. Fuck all that's exciting. Forget anything that's entertaining, because once again, it's F-A-T-E. Falling at the expectations. Fumbling awkwardly through every fucking attempt to excite folks at the event.
Jesus Christ! Even he is like, what am I going to do against this?
Totally empty. Faking aggression through envy. Failure after the eternal failure. Always the excuses. Do I really need to keep on spelling this shit out? Are you really gonna force another thoughtless execution? Are you fucking crazy, bro? You could not write that. You are not on my level, cunt. You were on my back, trying to ride my coattails for what I have, but ended up another highlight for my show reel. See, we do not quite match. I am the boss fight. One right, knocks guys flat, so now imagine fate in my hands. Idiot. Fate cannot fight back. It was written in the stars.
God
right?
damn it,
You was
son.
meant to lose. It's not that you can't fight. You don't actually get to choose. You're not losing this battle today because of your ineptitude or the fact that you have zero personality and you struggle to connect with runes. And it can't be the fact that I am better at everything that you will ever attempt to do. And we know you didn't call yourself Fate as a defensive move, because that way every loss that's taken easily gets excused because it was meant to happen. Because by that token, if he says something that pisses me off today and it affects my mood, it's okay, right? I was meant to slap him. It was written in the stars. I was meant to grab him round the neck and drag him out the back, beat him down bad, and then send him packing. You poxy little cunt. Stop telling men you'll stab him. No, the fuck you won't. And I am willing to put my life down right now just to bet you haven't ever even pulled a knife out. Not once. In fact, I'm willing to bet nobody even got punched, you soft cunt. But we get it, mate. You come from Killer Cali, except you don't come from the killer part. You come from Modesto, where people live on little farms. And all the other people there, well, they all live on bigger farms. So when you said you're 209, I'm thinking you're from Stockton. It's known for gang wars and pure violence. Turns out you're from 24 miles up north, where it's known for walnuts, almonds, and corn. This is Manchester, the city in which I was born and I live, king of the fucking jungle. It's a lion roaring when I spit, and you just flew all the way from California just to inadvertently walk into my pit, not realizing this ain't shit to me but a warm up for Gemini. Bitch!
There you go. That's round one against Fate. And yeah, as Gast has correctly pointed out, just Bobby set a standard. He threw it out there for people to try and, hey, do your best. No one has come close to mimicking that. None. Many have tried. No one's come close. So, again, you want more examples of Bobby's brilliance? Fucking hell, there's another one for you. But moving straight on to the aforementioned Gemini battle, which took place on the 25th of December. Well, it was aired. I doubt very much they battled on Christmas Day. It aired on the 25th of December, 2022. I believe this is round one.
If Gemini's the GOAT, who the fuck are Ocean Tony D? Who the fuck are Shotty Horror, Unanimous, Raptor, Soul, and me? Don't you see the ego you're feeding? He could get 3-0 this evening and he won't believe it. So I am going to cut you so deep that your bones are bleeding. I am Big Bobby Rex.
Yep.
You are only medium. And the only reason they say you won't be beaten is because battle rap is something you don't compete in. Of course we haven't seen Gem lose, but you see the names I've just mentioned, we've all battled in more countries than you were battled in venues. We have all battled in more countries than you were battled in venues. The only reason... So, tell me, what are your achievements? Please get down off your fucking high horse. That shit belongs to me now. It is my horse.
I'm just going to point something out. I'm going to rewind it to point this out. Black T is battling Koj very soon, okay? I love Black T's energy at events, right? He just brings an excitement and enthusiasm. And someone recently said that people shouldn't be trying to take over battles, like when they're yelling stuff in the audience. Black T is the only exception to that because he is just so brimming with energy. I don't know what he would do with himself otherwise. Pay attention to Black T in the background of this in a second.
We've battled in more countries than you were battled in venues.
Right. He's up here. Look at him. He's right here. Watch him vibrate.
More countries than you were battled in venues.
Bounce, 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 bounce,
The only
bounce.
reason... So,
Can't help it.
What are your achievements? Please
Just
get
up and down,
off
up and
your
down, up and
fucking
down.
high.
You just can't help it. Anyway, sorry. I'm distracting from the battle. But my point is that everyone's engrossed. And even something like that catches your attention because everyone's just listening to Bobby at this point. It's just, they're just zoned in, listening.
Horse. That shit belongs to me now. It is my horse. The only...
Let's go, Bobby. Let's go.
The only reason that he's back is because Bizzo's success has him salty. But bro, your biggest ever success is a URL clash getting vaulted. Because other than that, what have you done except put on a couple of classics? If it's actual accomplishments in battle rap, I'd comfortably lap him. I've run amok on the planet. You took a bus up to Manor.
Wow.
I've done the stuff the majority of you just couldn't manage. Not only that, I've done it off my fucking nuts. I was bladdered looking.
Gemini needed this man on his repertoire. He needed it.
I've done the stuff the majority of you just couldn't manage. Not only that, I've done it off my fucking nut. I was bladdered.
Here's how I'll say this as far as Gemini's career is concerned. Here's how I would typify it for the non-battle rap fans in the house. Triple H in the mid to late 1990s was still an up-and-comer. Despite his reputation now, he was still an up-and-comer. They put the belt on him. No one still really bought him. He was still kind of seen as a bit of a because he was being compared to The Rock and Stone Cold Steve Austin in terms of popularity, and he was nowhere near. Then he had a Royal Rumble match, hardcore match against Mick Foley, and suddenly made man. And then he had a Hell in a Cell match. This is that. But both of them go over with the fans because both of them are bringing their A games. But Bobby is the one that is fucking legitimizes him in this. By the way, Matthew, if you're still watching, your comment there, stay tuned. Maybe that battle's coming up. Maybe it's coming up. Who knows? Charlie, comment. Just saw the Daughter Rex bar against Gast, and they were right. Yep. Again, Bobby is prophetic as well as a consummate professional. And Charlie's been here the whole time. He's been here the whole time. He's been waiting for his moment to commit sabotage because he's here. He's here to fuck with me as always. I love it. And then finally, Matthew comments, Gem's phenomenal. Imagine taking Bobby as you come back. Yeah. Gem's run this year, or this past year, I should say, in 2024 was incredible. But it's through performances like this against the caliber of an opponent like Bobby Rex that legitimizes and enhances a reputation that he needed. He needed someone like Bobby to put him through the fucking fire, man. And Bobby delivers. So anyway, sorry, Bobby, as you were, my friend.
Looking scruffy and haggard. Some battles won, some are lost, and of some I should be embarrassed. But I'm not. So fucking what? I'm the one that's done what you haven't. So calling me the underdog, pussios. In future, watch your mouth. I am the biggest fucking dog there is. I'm hungry and I'm on the prowl, ready to grind your bones into tiny stones just because I want another gem to put on my crown. And if you put 1 foot out of line or spit longer rounds, then me and you are going viral, because I'm going to knock you out. God. This is the undefeated Tongue Po versus the Noxu Cow. As soon as we go bare knuckle, you have lost the bout. Crazy. Yeah.
I'm just going to point one other thing out. Again, I feel like I've done this the whole time, but I'm just going to point this out. When Bobby does that, he is gently reminding everyone, this is only a battle so long as it stays verbal. If anyone acts a fucking fool in a moment, I am not above introducing your head to the other side of the planet with one swing of my arm, man. And with all due respect to Gem, I've met Gem. Gem probably weighs 5 stones soaking wet. I've met Bobby too. Bobby's a little bit taller than me. He wasn't quite as broad as me, it turns out. He was quite surprised at how broad I was in real life. I guess I give off a weird impression on camera that isn't mirrored in real life. Couldn't tell you why. But the thing was, he's terrifying in real life. He's terrifying. In the unedited version, was written in the jinx. Oh, really? Interesting. Oh, okay. I mean, I noticed Chubbs walking in, and I guess, is this the main event of that card? I don't know. I haven't looked into it. It's the plug, so I don't know. Well, I don't know. I don't know if this was the main event of that card. However, I will say that I've banged on about this enough. And it's a celebration of Bobby's career, not another time for me to get on my fucking pedestal and complain about things I don't like about Battle Rap's presentation or the people in it. But my brothers in Christ, if a battle's starting, stay where the fuck you are. Stop walking in and out of frame of the fucking cameras, number one. But also for the battlers, man. there's a reason they seat people in theaters during plays and live performances where they're not packed in like sardines. It's because it puts people off. Just fucking stay where you are when the battle starts. If you've missed your shot of getting into the fucking thing, then you've missed your shot. What do you want from me? Anyways, a few more comments here. Charlie at 5 stone. He's not really 5 stone. Judging by him, he's probably closer to 9 stone. Okay, I'm not. And look, it's not a dig at Gemini. Again, I'm not. I really love Gemini, by the way. He's a really nice guy in real life. Talking to him off camera, it was like he was a really cool dude. Also, Arsenal fan. He's gonna be a good guy. He's an Arsenal fan. Good lad. And then Gast coming in with his metrics, like, oh yeah, and Gast confirmed, yeah, this was the main event. Okay, in which case, fair enough. And yes, Charlie's right. It is that Rex puts everyone on edge by just kind of injecting an energy into the place where you cannot look away. You cannot afford to take your eyes off the battle. So there you go. Okay, anyways, sorry to distract from the battle, my friends. Let's resume. Let's crack on, shall we?
Bobby Rex, for your comeback was not the shout. I am not one to bow, I am the one to conquer. And there's not a single one of you that has got the clout. Never mind the ability. And Gemini isn't some death-defying, terrifying killer. He's any guy. And if he's any kind of sense, he better mind what he says to me. Yeah, you might be looking all smug about it now, but you haven't seen the size of my temper yet. If there's 2 sides to a Gemini, they're gonna feel like the fighting of 10 of me. So don't we go...
Jesus!
If there's 2 sides to a Gemini, they're gonna feel like the fighting of 10 of me. So don't be going overstepping any lines, becoming my bitter enemy, because I will end your shit before I question it. That means your life is in jeopardy.
There's the first crazy.
Violent energy that I am fighting with every second, trying my best to keep inside of me, but I am fighting it less every fucking time that you threaten me.
I mean,
You speak polite.
I'm just going to pause it. Right. And I haven't spoken enough about this. All of what I've said is married to the fact that he is a legitimately, ridiculously talented lyricist and writer. Again, the way he makes something sound so natural, something as common, is... it's... I'm trying to articulate it in ways that I can really articulate to you as best I can. I'm struggling. I'm struggling. But it's that he is such a unique blend of talent, skill, intent, intelligence, and realism that when he is so articulate and skillful with words as he is, it almost makes you forget, because it's not the first thing that's evident about him, but then he says stuff like this and you're like, whoa, where is this? He is so well-rounded as a performer before we even get to the charismatic element of his performance. Something like that. Mwah. Thank you. Charlie, by the way, I appreciate the compliment. So here's the thing. I don't watch a lot of other live streamers. I don't really know what I'm supposed to be doing. That came out wrong. I don't really know what I'm supposed to be doing in the sense of, am I supposed to be pausing? Am I supposed to be talking over the footage? I don't know. I'm not supposed... Some people are telling other live streamers, hey, you never acknowledge the chat, man. You got to be too cool for school, man. I'm like, no, if you want to leave a comment, and if I can take the time to fucking say something, that's the whole point of going live. I want the interaction. It's great. So, Charlie, I appreciate the compliment. Thank you. Yeah. I agree, Matthew. Bobby's a rapper. Seriously talented guy. Seriously talented. Anyway.
Whenever we meet outside of this setting, and yet whenever these people inside, you act like you're you pretend you're some kind of a nemesis. Act like you're a giant that men all wish they could be like. It's pathetic. Please realise all it ever does is show us your childish tendencies. You are a social chameleon hiding in plain sight of your enemies, but real recognise real, and me and you don't have the slightest resemblance.
God fucking damn it! I tweeted that because I couldn't wrap my head around how someone could come up with something as fucking incredible as that. Real, recognize real. and we don't share the slightest resemblance. Fucking hell, Bobby. Fucking hell. And Gemini came through that. Fucking hell, son. Right. Moving on. Because there are a number of selfish choices on this list. And you might think about some of these choices and be like, oh, why'd you pick that one? The next one may be that. Although Matthew has called it because it's against Frankie Phraser for Premier Battles. I can tell you exactly that this was the Plug 3. I can tell you it took place on the 2nd of April 2023. And I can tell you all of this because I was there. I was in the crowd. This was the first ever UK battle rap event I ever went to. And having been a fan of everybody, it's, again, I can't tell you how many times it's weird meeting guys you're fans of. It's weird. You feel like there should be like a curtain or some kind of rope that separates the performers from the fans. And when you meet them, you're like, oh, you're a normal person. I don't know what I expected, but I didn't expect that all of you are so... Well, with the exception of a couple of you cunts. Most of you are really unbelievably nice, kind, generous, endearing, fun guys to be around, talk to, interact with. Bobby is not one I got to meet on this occasion, so the... Charlie asks, can we get money for every cameo on screen you get on these things? You will get 2. I'm at 2 of these and I picked them both because I was in the battle, so I can speak to the fact that I was there. Yeah, Matthew, this was the card headlined by Shotty versus Shuffle, which I reacted to very recently. You can go back and watch that if you want to. But yes, I was at this event, and this was one of the battles that I was like, this could be interesting. I'm not sure how it's going to go. It ended up being a proper demolition job from Bobby. I would say Frankie gave a decent account of himself, but it wasn't his strongest performance. And as a result, my first introduction to Bobby Rex in terms of a live performance was this. And I think it's fair to say I've been probably one of his biggest fans ever since. So without any further ado, here's him versus Frankie Phraser. Or at least round 1.
You lot have heard, but Frankie Phraser here grew up around violence, and secretly, he's not a nerd. And that must be the reason.
Secretly, he's not a nerd.
And secretly, he's not a nerd. And that must be the reason nobody in the scene has got the nerve to ever try and antagonize him. That's what you said to Scoop, right? Well, Frankie, I am on the verge. See, you suggesting you're on that wave is the reason I text Briggs and said set the battle up for a match day, and I swear I'll reveal what's under that fucking square as soon as I catch freeze.
God damn, son.
I swear I'll reveal what's under that fucking square as soon as I catch fade. Who are you gonna catch fade with? You and your fat face wouldn't say boo to. Smoke, bro. Who are you gonna catch fade with? You and your fat face wouldn't say boo to a goose on a bad day. I am Bobby Rex in real life. You have to put on a suit and a masked face like Bruce in the Batcave just to... Who are you gonna catch fade with? You and your fat face wouldn't say boo to a goose on a bad day. I am Bobby Rex in real life. You have to put on a suit and a masked face like Bruce in the Batcave just to stand in front of me as somebody else to try and prove you can act brave. Mate, I've seen you battle some absolute proper nerds and...
Hang on, right. So, Gas has commented. I'm going to rewind it and I'm going to talk about this because here's something I want to talk about very quickly. Okay. How do I broach this subject? How do I broach this subject? I love this about Bobby, by the way. This is not a critique. It is something I have observed about him in watching his battles and then having interacted with him about said battles. Bobby has a very clear idea of what he likes and doesn't like about his performances and which performances he likes and doesn't like for various reasons. He is not shy about correcting you about something that you like about his battles when he does not agree with you. And I tell you why I laugh about that. Other battlers are just happy for the compliment. They're just glad that someone saw their battle and someone liked something that they did. The reason I'm laughing is because I in my youth I was an artist, not like again established or anything, but I took art in school. I got an A. I didn't get an A star. I got an A because my first year I think I got like a B and I had to work the A star in the second year. However, if I look at those pictures now, I'd cringe and die. I just rip it up, get rid of it, right? And every piece of artwork since I've made, more or less, I want to just trash. I think it's fucking terrible, right? And then occasionally you make something that you actually are really proud of and you really like and you put it out into the world and no one fucking likes it. That speaks to me about the fact that Bobby's an artist. He makes things and he sort of is annoyed when something gets over he didn't intend or didn't really care about. My example is my fucking Tifo video, my Tifo parody video that's done 35,000 views. It is easily the dumbest video I've ever made, the easiest video I've ever made. And I'm kind of annoyed that there are other videos that I've made that are 20, 30, 50 times better produced, better written, better presented, and don't get a shit given about them. And yet something I knocked up in 2 hours as a joke is the reason I have 30,000 views on a video. Gast has highlighted it there. Bobby hates the catchphrase bar. The crowd loved it though. But he'd argue with all of them and say, well, yeah, but listen to this bar though. This bar is sick. Anyways, sorry to go off on a random tangent, but that Gast has highlighted something that has been so evident in my interactions with Bobby, that he is a fucking artist, man. He knows what he likes. He knows what he doesn't like. He knows when something's been well executed in his own mind, and he doesn't like when something hasn't been executed. Even if it went over well and the crowd loved it, that he's a fucking perfectionist. So I just wanted to point that out because again, in a weird way, I really resonate with Bobby Rex as both a character and a person. There's so many things I feel about my work and about just fucking life sometimes, in having had conversations with Bobby off the record. We resonate on things that you probably wouldn't expect us to, because I don't know why. Gast is commenting. So this is exactly how I feel about some of my Bobby promos. Gast, you shut your dirty, filthy mouth hole. Your Bobby promos were works of fucking art, my friend. You are the promo goat. I won't hear a word otherwise. As I said at the beginning of the stream that you weren't watching, fine. You have better things to do, apparently. It's a lie. 8 o'clock on Saturdays, ladies and gentlemen. You are here, no questions asked. I don't want to hear a fucking word out of any of you. Get Your Dad on the Phone needs to be a real game. You need to put it on Kickstarter and get it made and sell it exclusively to battle rap audiences. We all need it on our phones, and it needs a multiplayer feature. Make it happen. Multi-camera post-produced skits, quarter the views of me doing a bad Manc accent over it. Yep. Gast hit it on the head. Gast is going to be sitting there like, guys, you have no idea how much I poured myself into this video. I dedicated my life to it for a few days, week, 2 weeks, month, however long the project lasts, and not a fuck was given. And then you post some stupid clip online as a goof, and everyone's fucking lining up to tell you how great it is, and you just go, you're actually mad at them for liking something you did. Again, it's the artists in us that makes us go, don't like the shit thing, like the good thing I made, and I tried, and I made good by my standards. But this is the thing, and this is what I would debate with Gast and Bobby if we ever had a round table of sorts about the artiste in us. The audience likes what the audience likes, man. And if we're all honest with ourselves, we're making art so that it is seen and appreciated. And so if an audience likes anything we do, be it the really hard stuff or the stuff that we barely tried with, all that matters is that someone enjoyed it. So if I didn't get the flu, I was actually going to make a playable demo. You dirty bastard, Gast. I will give you so much money. Get it made. Go and support. In fact, everyone, DM Gast for his account details and give him money right now. Anyways, back to Bobby. This isn't about Gast. Stop hijacking my show, Gast. Yes, you've done the good thing and taken off the goddamn glasses. Don't you be hijacking my comments with all of your promises of a game I really, really want, by the way. Anyways.
Who are you gonna catch fade with? You and your fat face wouldn't say boo to.
Come on.
Smoke, bro. Who are you gonna catch fade with? You and your fat face wouldn't say boo to a goose on a bad day. I am Bobby Rex in real life. You have to put on a suit and a masked face like Bruce in the Batcave just to... Who are you gonna catch fade with? You and your fat face wouldn't say boo to a goose on a bad day. I am Bobby Rex in real life. You have to put on a suit and a masked face like Bruce in the Batcave just to stand in front of me as somebody else to try and prove you can act brave. Mate, I've seen you battle some absolute proper nerds, and you couldn't stand straight. You was wobbling all over the gaff. You would lose from the handshake. Usually shook to death.
Wow.
He's usually shook to death for battling. Like, I'm too busy that day. I know it's 8 months in advance, but bro, there's been rumours of backache. Doing nothing with your life. Sorry to ruin your plans, mate. See, you don't want. So you don't want to battle, Frank. It's something you ain't primed or ready for. You just want a cipher where we high-five each other every time one of us says a fire metaphor.
He does. He does. He really does. Oh, okay. Hang on. Fun fact. Hang on.
With your life. Sorry to ruin your plans, mate. See, you don't want.
Let's see it again anyway.
So you don't want to battle, Frank. It's something you ain't primed or ready for. You just want a cipher where we high-five each other every time one of us says a fire metaphor.
It's amazing. And then they high-five. It's great. Right. I am... In fact, is that me? Yeah, that's me there. Yeah, look at me with my big stupid face behind this asshole for the entire fucking event. Look at how much taller he is than me, and he's there for when Shotty Shuffle goes on. Whoever you are, asshole, I hope you had a good event, and I hope it was entertaining, and I hope you got your ticket price. But next time, move the fuck over. But yeah, there's my stupid face, and that's where I am for the majority of the battle. Just as proof that I was actually there.
So you don't want to battle, Frank. It's something you ain't primed or ready for. You just want a cipher where we high-five each other every time one of us says a fire metaphor. But me, I want to fight you, and I'm set for war. So you're the only guy that thought it would be wise choosing glory over pride. And now it's time for us to settle scores. The grass ain't always greener, Frank, and there's about to be some red in yours. Should have done what you originally planned to do today. Stayed in bed indoors. Looking for attention on the internet, begging for it, and when he doesn't get it, he self-enforces temporary forfeits. Like this one time he deactivated his Twitter because he didn't hint enough to get thesaurus.
Wow.
He did a whole campaign of subtle hints, thinking his reputation has the weight and the clout. Then when Bizzo's name was announced, it's fuck Twitter, battle rap's dead, and deactivates his account.
Wow.
Then he sat and stayed in his house being fat, lay on his couch eating Cheeto curls. Yeah, eating Cheeto curls, pretending he's some troubled alcoholic just so he can date emo girls.
Facts. God bless Frankie for it. God bless him.
Alcoholic just so we can date emo girls. It's a sad state of affairs and every person can tell you're not really struggling with addictions, Frank. Have a word with yourself.
Wow.
Have a word with yourself. Stop lying to your girlfriend, telling her you're unwell. You're not really trapped and living inside your own personal hell. You're a comfort chaser and you don't deserve any help. What you deserve is the belt, and not the one that Bizzo's got. The one you take up in the loft to murder yourself.
Wow. No need, Bobby. No need. Brutality.
And that's a bit extreme, innit? I don't give a fuck. I'm here to 3-0 him. If you don't want to do it yourself, I'll happily give you any help that you need with it. I'll fuck you and your whole team up quick. Doesn't matter which one that you send me. I've already bodied Rivers, and you'll get left at the very bottom of one if you tempt me. The rest of your squad are shit mid-tiers. I won't bother with them then. You're the best on your team, and even you expecting me to beat me today proper offends me. You ain't got a fucking chance. I am fucking cooking you. That is only one round. Good luck for the other two.
God damn, son. Sorry, nearly caught it. Dearie me. So there's no line in battle rap? What? What does that mean, Charlie? And yeah, Gaspuff's... Yeah. Gaspuff has an open invite to this channel whenever he wants. He can come on the show whenever he wants. I don't even give a fuck anymore. As far as I'm concerned, this is... Halcyon Show is Gaspuff's second home. He can have it. It's fine. There's plenty of room here. Look, we have... adore. Anyway, yeah, I was there for that. And like I said, it did not disappoint. Frankie had a couple of wobbles and a couple of stumbles, and some of his material didn't go over with the crowd in the same way that it did with Bobby. However, it got me sufficiently excited for Bobby Rex to decide, right, I gotta go. Oh, Charlie, to cross. Okay, that's a debate. It's an interesting debate that a lot of people have. My line is, I think a lot of battlers have had this discussion privately, which is like, they'll say like, what can I not say to their opponent? What subjects do you not want me to reference? Basically, it's just anything like legitimately personal about their lives that's not online, and anything to do with family members that have got nothing to do with battle rap. That seems to be the general consensus. When a line is crossed, it's when a battler is intentionally going after an opponent for no entertainment value at all. There's examples. The really famous example I can think of is and it's, by the way, it's by some non-league in America, and it's from forever ago, right? So battle rap has moved on from this and learnt from it. There was a kid that like was going off on some guy about there was a car crash with people in it, and the punchline was, oh, everyone's mad that you weren't the one in that car crash who died. And it wasn't entertaining. It was just tactless, senseless, and just, you know what I mean? That angle was part of the bars he was laying earlier about him being something, because basically what he's saying is it's all fake. Like, oh, you pretend all of this and all the rest of that and the other. That's just an angle for the battle, though. After the battle, they'll dap up, they'll shake hands, and they'll say, listen, man, you know, da-da-da-da-da, and it'll be fine. Bobby Rex is a really sound individual, as I evidenced earlier with the Georgie Roots battle. Even though, yeah, it was fucking brutal, Bobby is literally the nicest guy in the world and the most caring and attentive individual outside of battle rap. So if he thought he was crossing a line, or if he felt like he crossed the line by Frankie's response, I can guarantee you he would have pulled himself out. The battle isn't in here, but the only other evidence I'd use to point to that is when he was getting really animated against Unanimous in their first battle. I think he touched him, or he might have even thrown a punch and grazed Unan, right? And he was shocked himself. He's like, oh, right, I'm sorry, Matt, I'm sorry, right? Because it's not his intent. His intent isn't to really hurt you. You know what I mean? Oh, okay. Charlie, I saw a clip of a dude spitting on a picture of some guy's dead aunt in a battle. Well, look, here's the thing, man. Here's how you know when a line gets crossed, is when the audience don't go for it. And usually that's symbolized by the battler. The battler's response is like, no, that's not cool, man. The most recent example of something, I mean, it wasn't grossly offensive. It was just ill-advised. It was in Pen Game. It's the famous one now. And Luna C parodied it. And it's that thing where they just, for whatever reason, they thought it would be entertaining to kick off a scheme by everybody. His mum's dead, or his grandma, or whatever it was. And they just kept repeating it. And everyone in the audience and everyone on stage is just like, dude, no, this ain't it, champ. So, while I agree, that was brutal, it was part of a scheme that was concocted to highlight a point, to win an argument in a battle. And it got over because it got the reactions from the crowd. It got the reaction from Frankie, but not an offended one. So, it's a debate battlers need to have, frankly. The audience will react to whatever the audience reacts to. And that's indicative of us as an audience. But in terms of battlers, where they draw lines, that's an interesting discussion and debate I would love to either chair, or I'd love to hear someone have it. I'd love to. Prem now have a podcast, which I think they upload to their Patreon. If anyone's watching from that, hey, listen, that's a great debate to have. Some of these big questions fans have about battle rap sometimes wouldn't be the worst thing to have the discussion about it and say, listen, right, when's too far from our perspective as battlers? Anyways, debate for another time. We move on from one battle I was present at to another now, as we fast forward to the 12th of November 2023, the rematch against Bizzo Bond for the Premier Battles title. The title match. I was there for this one too. This was, I believe this was a match day. I want to say it was. Card was good. Card was entertaining. And this was the headline. And the reason I went is because I was sold by something Bizzo had said. Bobby feels like he won that first battle. And he's here to reclaim everything that he feels was taken from him. And I bought that going into this battle in terms of how it was going to pan out. And I have to say, on the day, it was damn close. I hope it reflects like that on the rewatch. It was really fucking close. And Bobby gave one hell of a... He has one line in this I'll never forget. It's stuck with me ever since. And I'll highlight it when he says it. In fact, no, there's two. Bobby, you son of a bitch. There's two lines in this. One line I remember because it's brilliant and amazing and fantastic and I love it to death. The second line is a dagger through my fucking heart, my friend. Anyways, I'm, just so anyone wants to know, I'm right here behind Bobby if you want to keep an eye out for my stupid fat fucking face. But here we go. This is the rematch. Bizzo Bond versus Bobby Rex for the Premier Battles title. Here we go, round one.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Premier Battles, the real hype, and I am Bobby Rex.
In real life.
So you see that belt you carry around with you? You need it more than I do. You haven't got a name without it. You're literally competing for your title. Today for me, win or lose isn't even sort of vital. But if you're not reaching for your belt tonight, it's because you're reaching for your rifle. Ready for blowing your own brains out because you're no longer fit for purpose. Pulling the plug on yourself because you know if you don't, you're going to see your shit short circuit. That belt around your waist is the only thing you have. Even bought your friends with it. Used it for getting in group chats. All because you steadied the ship. Briggsy gave you a big crew that see you at events, show you love now and give you daps. But when I sink you fast back to the bottom of the barrel that you came from, trust me, no amount of mid-tier performances are ever gonna bring you back. Championship material. If that's the stuff Bizzy's made of, just know that I am happy standing in shit, knowing that we ain't cut from the same cloth. I'd wrap rings around you on my worst day. Last time we battled, I just took a day off, and you capitalized on it because of your work rate, and I'm buzzing it paid off. But if I'd have smoked you like I should have done, you'd have been stuck on the page lost. That one guy who's been battling for years and years and years, and yet still some of us ain't watched. Now you battle.
Wow.
Now you battle some of the greatest that ever done it, the GOATs, who to us then became gods, and yet the fact remains that again you are stood in front of me. Bobby Rex, facing roughly the same odds. You've had one classic battle. Then just a bunch of stuff you can name drop, but who gives a fuck what the names was? Every single one of them choked and said nothing against you. Kojak, Real Deal, Saurus, they all done him a favor, and now 2 years later you stood in the same spot trying to convince us you've leveled up. It's like playing Summit on Sega. You might have gone from Green Hills to Marble Zone, but it doesn't matter how far you go, you stay stuck on the same boss.
God damn, son.
Just like I said last time, nothing but business as usual, stuck in the same box. But this is the problem with egotistical men. He's convinced himself that this is revenge for a battle from 2 years ago, but this isn't then. And bro, this isn't when. This is right fucking now, and I am spitting at 10. Yeah, I love you in real life. I won't sit and pretend that Bizzo isn't my friend. But Tony loved Manolo, and I've been sniffing again. You want to go to war? Okay, but I'm starting a real fight. I'll kill a battler for fun, but for a gold belt, I'm gonna carve him a real nice. I'm a Spartan, and I wear my heart as a part of my shield like Tony Stark, but in real life, fuck Bizzo Bond's punches, I've got scars from a real knife. That shit wasn't won, it was part of the deal I helped you get by under prepping, and that can't ever be denied. Normally he would die. There's no way, shape, or form in which this fake fucks with me. So today I'm making sure he ain't afforded the same luxury. Over my dead body, layers of corpse in my grave comfortably, is where you'll have to put me before I let you take my place again. I'll cut your face up with some cutlery. The king is dead, but what a reign it's been. Bro, rein it in. You was fashionable for a little bit. Yves Saint Laurent, your time's been... You was fashionable for a little bit. Yves Saint Laurent, your time's been, came and went. This is my house now, so please pay your rent. You've been living my life out, and today it ends, and my reign begins. Yeah, you might have had a cool running, but today Bob slays the king.
Yeah. Bob slays the king, baby.
You might have had a crew running, but today, today Bob slays the king, and it's time for you to go and get your own name and friends. Take offense. I don't give a fuck. I gave you everything, and today I'm taking it back, and it's being taped for evidence. Bobby Rex is cooking you, and that was only one round. Good luck
for the other two. Great. It gets worse from here for Bizzo.
He said the demand for this title match was underwhelming. What a pure melt. Of course it's underwhelming. It's your belt.
Wow.
King of the UK.
Wow.
Really? Is this your scene? You've been good for 2 years out of 10 and you lost to Tony D. That's when you hit your peak. It's all been pretty much downhill since then, and today it gets a little bit more steep. See, we don't know a thing about the king. Where have you been all week? Where have you been all week? I don't even know what you do for a living. I've never been your street. I speak to you every single day, and I don't know if you're struggling or if you're sweet. So what the fuck am I supposed to write about if all I've got to go off is your tweets? But you know all about my problems, right? I still ain't fixed all these. You talk about it on the internet all the time. The type of shit you'll read about how Bobby Rex has fallen off and been on a piss poor streak. Or maybe how Bobby Rex has lost his job and needs to extend that loan another 6 more weeks. Or more commonly, how Bobby Rex is on the cess and how they better have already sniffed pure keys. And this is coming from people that we've never met or seen, and yet you put it all in your rhymes and used it to fit your schemes. But bro, do you know I really had to live my life
for you to live your dreams? Good God. That is one of the most, and Matthew pinged it right there. That is one of the most ungodly, amazing pieces of writing I've ever seen in battle rap. Absolutely. Again, the story these two told across these two battles is evidence for me as to why you can have rematches and series of battles over the course of a year, 2 years. There's no reason guys have to battle only once and that's it. They can tell a rich tapestry of stories by even when a guy loses can come back and tell a compelling story. And this is it right here. I had to live my fucking life for you to live your dreams. Is a fucking unreal bar. Unreal. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
I really had to live my fucking life for you to live your dreams. And all you really care about is how to be a brand. But in order for you to do that, I had to be a real man. I had to win, had to lose, had to rise and to fall. And you just did what you do and stayed hiding indoors in your little media room, trying to galvanize some support, politely answering questions on a podcast. You and some guy awkwardly trying to force some kind of rapport.
So, Bobby, some guy on a podcast awkwardly trying to force some rapport. Because I don't get to interview you up until this point, and because I haven't interviewed you after this point, I never got a chance to ask you. Who are you referring to with that bar? The Halcyon Show prides itself on providing high-quality entertainment, interviews, questions of all sorts of varieties of guests of different walks of life, Bobby. And my friend, if you felt I was awkwardly trying to force conversation, then I have you know, okay? I'll have you know. You're right. Moving on.
I'm only 5 minutes in and already I'm pretty bored. I usually don't make it through the hour, but I can't talk about you being boring, can I? Because as I've already found out, being boring is his superpower.
Again. Whose podcast were you watching, Bobby? Whose podcast was Bizzo on that bored you? Whose was it? You son of a bitch! My first ever reference in a battle rap. My first ever reference. And I get called boring! And I'll never forget, because Bobby tried playing it off. Right? Of course I DM'd him afterwards and said, you motherfucker, how could you? And he went, no, you have to understand. I was calling Bizzo boring, not you. I tell myself I believe him. I tell myself that thing every night to convince myself I'm not boring. I'm not boring, damn it. I'm not boring. Son of a bitch.
So what's going to be the angle that I use the best attacking with? It's like putting a striker in the cage against one of them wrestling grapplers, but the one that's married to Steph McMahon, because you didn't even really win that belt. They just let you have the shit. You're really out here trying to build a legend status off the back of technicalities because they said that hard work beats talent when talent isn't working hard. And you know damn well nobody ever said you're talented.
Wow.
And the
Wow.
belt's winging yet. It's time to wake up and bring in death to fantasies. 2 years you've had that belt and never set the standards which we expect from champions, especially when you've added in your one and only title match before today wasn't even against a champion.
Wow.
Now he uses that shit as universal credit because he gets advances and doesn't have to put the work in. It really has them benefits
Wow.
and has them advantages. It's like when Leicester won the Premiership or Wigan won the FA Cup. Back home you're getting relegated, but international still gonna get a look. You think them big names really want to bow you? Did they fuck? You don't deserve a big CV. They've never even heard of you, just heard that you beat me. But the version that he beat ain't the person that we see stood in front of him today. Now watch him permanently sleep. This verse is a clean sweep. Calls himself top shagger. Which bird is a sneak beat? So fucking desperate to be heard and to be seen. He thinks that getting girls is going to help what his worth is to these leagues. You're pathetic. You're a simp. And you're not someone to be proud of. And it is sad I had to take a substance just to give your round some.
Wow. Wow.
Well, today I'm going in to ensure a different outcome. They call you a king because you've got a belt. They called me a king
Without one. God damn it, son. And that's his second round and the round that cut me the deepest. Yeah, in the same round, he says one of the most amazing bars I've ever heard, and then one of the most personally offensive. I'm joking. Again, I don't cry myself to sleep at night thinking of that bar anymore. Anyways, third round.
Listen, outside of battles, Bizzo's always telling me he's proud of me, showing me that real
Just want to point out, look, there I am.
love.
There I am. Look at me. Look at how fat I am. I had a good facial hair styling at the time, though. I think I look okay in the crowd. I think I look all right. I don't think I don't think I trash up the crowd much. I think I look okay.
Says how far I've come the past few years, and I should keep it up, because that must feel good. And I'll be honest with you, every time he says that shit, I just feel judged. Like, you don't know me, pussy. I ain't changed a bit. I'm still the same stain of shit I've been since 1986. Pussy, you don't know me. I ain't changed a bit. I'm still the same stain of shit I've been since 1986. I didn't change. My situations did. And yet you give me all this praise? Bro, I'm an atheist. I don't believe for 1 second what you say is legit. What am I even doing that's so different and amazing, Biz? I gave up taking drugs. You've seen me blazing spliffs. Plus, I wrote 3/4 of this battle on an 8 to sniff. And the fee that I got for this battle helped pay for it.
Nice. So, Charlie, this goes actually, I'd love to say it's me flexing subtly. I tell you what it is. It's trying to get comfortable stood still. I abide by my own rules. When you go to a battle rap event, you don't shift around, move around, do this sort of bollocks. You pick your spot and you do not move, which means you do this, you give it some of that business, hands behind the back sometimes. Anything you can do to transfer the weight around enough to be fucking comfortable. So you see me cross my arms about 7 or 8 times in this because you just have to pick your spot and just stand there for fucking half an hour, 45 minutes. It's part of the energy of the room, by the way. I wouldn't have battle rap events where people are seated. I think it would kill the vibe. However, as much as I appreciate the compliment, I'm just saying, it's not me trying to look cool. If I wanted to look cool, I'd stay at home and fucking Photoshop me into the crowd with a massive 6-pack and an enormous penis. I said what I said.
But I'm doing good at life, right? I'm great at it. I took
Good
it one
man.
day at a time and overcame the blip. Which battles am I going to win today then? Take your pick. Maybe it's a breakup from a relationship. Probably going to tell me that he's proud because he heard me say I hate the bitch. And I said that on the track about a rapper because I like the way it fits. And he's like, you've really come a long way, bro. I'm really rating this. Come a long way from where though? Enablers. And you're proud that you're the person I come a long way from where though? Enablers. And you're proud that you're the person I replaced them with. You're the same as them, Biz. You're a plagiarist. Me and you are not mates. We're acquaintances.
Wow.
See, when
Wow.
you tell me that you're proud of me, as great as that maybe is, it just means that at one point you was looking down your nose at me for the way you live. And now every compliment is taken as a major diss. Notice, I've never said a battle shot at Raptor, Cold J or Briggs, and yet you made the list. Snake up, stage of hit. It doesn't matter, I'll make him quit like Nigga Madoff did. Or we can go hand to hand, or we can go hand to hand.
Wow.
Blaze a fist, it won't make a difference. Today we shift into a brand new era and it's a tailored fit. Throw as much shit at me as you want. You'll never make it stick and you will never be number one. Don't take the piss.
Caught everyone off guard with that one.
You only made it this far because we gave you tips and because the judges versus Unanimous were probably paid and rigged. As we all
Wow.
know, Bizzo really ain't, as we all know, Bizzo really ain't the type to be taking risks. You can't let Unan come and take my belt. Why? He gave you his.
Wow.
Fucking pussy-hole, you'll never be fucking pussy-hole, you'll never be remembered as a GOAT. You're a pretender to the throne, and in a few short minutes, we'll be setting it in stone. There's a new king, nobody better for the role. Yeah, he's rough around the edges, but he says it with his soul. The people's champ, who went to get it on his own, even when you hated on him and tried telling him he won't. How do you like me now? I'm guessing that you don't. And like I said before, this isn't revenge. I'm just settling what's old, and you don't have to give it all back. I'll settle for the gold. Let's see what bookings you get without it. Let's see what legends you can gold when you haven't got your magic ticket that helps you get on any show. And yeah, you knew this day was coming. You've been dreading it, I know. That's probably why you're always on the internet these days, begging it the most. Like, I would really, really love to battle at any rapper with a reputation better than his own. It's fucking sad to see. You're supposed to be the king. Rose petals getting thrown. They're supposed to ask to battle you, then Briggsy messages with yo. I've just been speaking to Disaster, managed to get him on the phone. And I'm thinking next year, yeah, then everything's a goal. But with you, it's pretty different, because not everybody knows who the fuck you even are. They have to sell it them for dough. And with all of that considered, and not just for the sentiment it holds, I really think it's about time Prem's belt ended up at home.
God damn, son. And there you go. Gas has chimed in to say, I know I'm probably in the minority, but I actually had Bobby winning this. He had another 8 bars per round, so they were closer time-wise. I think he'd have taken it. Here's the thing, man. Like I said, I how do I put this? Look, I'm a massive fan of both Bizzo and Bobby, right? I think the story of Bobby winning the title being something that was a machination of Premier Battles, and it was something that Bizzo ran with as part of one of his rounds. I think that was what was the most effective with people in terms of reacting to him and maybe even swaying the judges just a tiny little bit, because here's the thing, man. Bizzo isn't as fucking forward with his aggression and his visceral, right? But he is still scrappy. He's still the underdog in his own mind when he approaches these things and presents himself as a champion, sure, but also likes to highlight that people's perception of him doesn't always match reality. So I don't know, Gast. It really depends on how you judge battles. For me, at least, Bizzo took it for no other reason than he had more creativity in a lot of his rounds. But Bobby always brings the fucking noise, man. And also the fact he slagged me off on my podcast. Fuck him. He lost the battle. Bizzo won. I'm joking. But not really. And then Matthew says, on the bright side, you can always work on the 6-pack. I actually was in shape there. That's the depressing thing. In that, I was probably the guy in the best shape in that whole room. So, again, times were different then. So his rounds were about 3 hours long. Yeah, but this is the thing, Matthew. It's judging battles is a subjective art. You will never get a notarized rule book on how to do it. And also, how you judge one battle is not how you judge other battles. So it really is a subjective thing. All I would say to you is that I had Bizzo winning that one, but the reason I picked this is because I feel like the story of it and the execution of it and the emotion in it and everything that he packed into all of his rounds and what I consider to be one of the most quotable bars in UK battle rap history. It's not because it's tremendously complex. It's not because it's particularly innovative in the words it uses. It's because it felt so fucking real and hit so goddamn hard. It was fucking amazing. And we move on because now they were even set to red light up for Unanimous and Bizzo to tell when they were going over time. Oh, right, okay. Yeah. And look, again, Prem in their early days tried their best to enforce time limits. They had the timers in the corner. They had the red light, green light system. I refer you back to AEW keeping score of how many wins and losses a guy has. It turns out audiences don't give a fuck. It turns out audiences just want to see entertaining matches, entertaining setups, and entertaining executions, and that's all that should matter. Yes, you can argue it's not fair. That's not the rule of the game, though. The rule of the game is to win by any means necessary on the day. Be a gamesman if you have to. But anyways, that's different. We'll call it different. Anyways, the next battle is another rematch. Although again, this is only one round. I had to pick my battles on this one because I want to keep it under 3 hours, and I can see we've already been going for 2 hours and 42 minutes. Anyways, this is on the 14th of January 2024. This is when Premier Battles were making movies. This is the rematch against Unanimous.
Now, imagine telling everybody that you used to be an alcoholic, just so you didn't have to tell everybody you actually used to be a knitter. Tell the truth, you little dickhead. Stop excusing using shitty drugs by using booze to get some pity. You overcame a drinking problem. Nope, you overcame a drug one. And by lying, you're still letting vices run a train on your loved ones. You see, your habits haven't changed, just your habitat and mates. And just because you had a bag of cans that time, you had a bag of yay, doesn't mean that the drinking was the problem, because when you didn't have a bag of cans, you still had a bag of yay. And it didn't have to be the weekend on a Friday or a Saturday. You'd do it Monday, Tuesday, happy days. You'd do it Wednesday, Thursday, happy days. In a room on his own at night, mad awake, rapping straight to the wall, picturing himself back on stage. Then he come back against a bunch of fucking mid-tiers. Well, wasn't that a waste? You should get back on drugs, back on booze. When you was infamous for...
Wow.
You should get back on drugs, back on booze when you was infamous for rounds going off like Baton Rouge. Now your life is just a series of bad decisions that you battle through. And no matter who tries to help, you always manage to cause the people around you harm. Even gave up a gold belt around your waist for a leather one around your arm.
Wow.
So you beat me 4 years ago. Do I look or do I sound alarmed? You only beat me because back then I was doing what you claim right now you aren't. You can't drown a shark. I'm a different kettle of fish. I cook my fish in a kettle. You can't drown a shark. I'm a different kettle of fish. I cook my fish in a kettle. You cook to get you a fix. Stop all this pretending.
Jesus.
Stop all this pretending. Tyson Fury, you ain't coming back from nothing but a longer session than you had probably intended. And you want some credit for it. Life is pay as you go. And that's for respect and or consequence. As you probably maybe should know. See, I was there when Kojay slapped you straight across the face in the road. And you did absolutely nothing. Diddly squat jack. Took it like a man, did ya? What? A slap? I was there. Did I or did I not tell you it wasn't worth it? I was there. Did I or did I not also tell you that you deserved it?
Wow.
See, I'm not saying that you should have fought or should have tried the risk. I'm just saying, and it's just a thought. But look at it like it is. You never took that slap like a man, bro. You took it like
a bitch.
See, you know, even... And even though you've always struggled holding down a job that's any decent, please go ahead and tell these people how you'd kill me performing complicated medical procedures. You're a little bitch. That's a fact. You was quitting rap the other week just because of something Shotty tweeted, because he said that you was mid, which he has never said to me, but then he told you he was joking. So your shit got deleted. And ever since then, ain't you been begging him for features? You know, you've been begging him to battle, though. Like, let's do it for charity. Does that mean I can battle Loaded Looks then while we're at it, yeah? Let's do it for the Dog's Home. Put on a fucking jumble sale.
Wow.
Let's do it for the Dog's Home. Put on a fucking jumble sale. Are you sure you've given up the drugs? I mean, are you sure you've given up the ale? Spin us all another tale. You are nothing but another failed attempt at looking good again. Still looking pale, still looking frail, still looking up to other men. Still a
Wow.
muppet. Still a muppet. Still a muppet. Still a geek. Would still get a slap and still wouldn't turn the other cheek. So imagine this complete and utter neek told one of my boys he'd wrap a metal pole around his head. Bro, if he didn't slap you, then right now on camera that would be me. And for a fact you would do nothing about that one either. I'd have your eyes rolling round your head like you was Justin Bieber. If me and you ever danced, you would leave unsturdy. One banger, Reva, Dirty, RP, McMurphy. Now delete the first battle and keep this one where I beat him with an easy 30. Bobby Rex is cooking you. And that was only one round, fucking muppet. Good luck for the other two.
On point of principle, I can't endorse the entirety of that round necessarily for various reasons. However, dearie me, again, it can't be fun being an opponent of Bobby's when you're an opponent of Bobby's. It just doesn't look like fun, does it? Like, some battlers like Tony or Shuffle or guys like that, yeah, you might get the piss taken out of you or some element of your personality highlighted that you'd rather not be highlighted so much. But it's ultimately in good spirits and good fun. Bobby, man, it's fucking brutal at times, isn't it? It is fucking brutal at times, but all good things must come to an end. And we end on his, well, it's the 8th of December 2024, and he's taking on Viz for the Premier Battles Continental title. Here we go, round one. Oh, hang on. I've got another round for you, Nan. Interesting. Okay. Oh, maybe I've got the full battle. I might have the full battle. In which case, okay, round two. There we go.
A whole 3.5, 4 minutes managed to say fuck all. I broke my foot because I played football. Now, I know this has been said a lot before, but I'm going to fucking say it again. Because you are genuinely not respected outside of anything that you create with your pen. So you really don't seem to get that there's a difference between the making of men and making amends. You fake and pretend, paid for yourself to get on GTX's crazy event, but you're such a slave to the trend. You was acting as though you was doing more than the rappers back home, and as far as our top rated these days, you're barely scraped the top 10. Can we fix his mic so we can listen to what I'm saying to the player?
Freestyling, man. I do hate it when battlers do that. I get it's a tactic, and I know that he does it for a legitimate reason. You won't see it because I haven't got Unan's rounds. Apparently, I have all three of Bobby's. Forgot that. Sorry. But yeah, is there anything worse? I get that it's a tactic. I get it's something to play on the opponent's mind, and I know what I just said about gamesmanship. But as an audience, if one of the battlers isn't paying attention, why should I? It's, again, battlers don't, I get that they're the masters of their craft in terms of putting together, words and phrases and stuff. However, I am an audience member and I do know what I like and I know what I don't like. I hate it when when battlers and sometimes people on the stage are doing shit that is patently not paying the fuck attention to the battle they're supposed to be watching. Don't do it. Anyway.
As far as I see is top rated these days, you barely scrape the top 10. Want me to name them? Shotty, Bobby, Raptor, Cole J, Shuffle, T, Biz. I'd put you after Marlo, Quill, Rivers, Jem, Frankie Phraser, Ree, Viz. Shit, you don't even make the top 10 as far as the current scene is.
Wow.
So you don't seem to realise that to be a top tier, consistently beating top tiers is what the current scene is. But he went dropping down to lower leagues for lesser competition. To them, lot, he is so elite, but I need better opposition. Nobody gets one over me these days because of sloppy writtens. This isn't 4 years ago when my targets were strayed from. This is me now, back on track again, like the marketing make long. And for you, it's same old, payroll to payroll, another payday loan. He needs another J.O. Bia has to change homes, flee and find somebody else to make those same old pleas to. Somebody to bathe home, feed you. You really crave those people like you crave those needles.
Wow.
You can't do it by yourself, but there ain't no need to. Somebody's always going to help you when your name's known. Seems rude to take those free rooms by putting on an act which to me is so fake, so see-through, but you'll do just about anything to escape those fees due. Change clothes, sneak snoo, pay phones, 0780 32. But you'll do just about anything to escape those fees due. Change clothes, sneak snoo, pay phones, 0780 32. Safe zones, free routes, stay close, you need to. Make no cheap moves, stay low, reduce places you may go. Say no, refuse, stay home, eat.
One more time.
But you'll do just about anything to escape those fees due. Change clothes, sneak snoo, pay phones, 0780 32. Safe zones, free routes, stay close, you need to. Make no cheap moves, stay low, reduce the places you may go. Say no, refuse, stay home, eat food, blaze crow, refuel, and then the cycle repeats. And I am tired of seeing this man die on his feet, trying to reach the heights and the peaks of his prior achievements as a fire MC. That excited us each and every time he rhymed, I would even set reminders.
Good Lord. God damn, he's right.
The heights and the peaks of his prior achievements as a fire MC that excited us each and every time around. I would even set reminders for his battles on the night of release. But that was then. This is now. The guy is a leech, barely hanging onto a battle rap by the skin and the grime on his teeth. Turns up in denim jackets now, looking like a lesbian. But this.
Got a smile out of him.
Turns up in denim jackets now, looking like a lesbian, but this is what the fuck he gets when he keeps letting girls try to rescue him. Never tried to better himself, because why put effort in? He'll just come around and spit a rhyme for you. At times he's menacing. He hasn't got a single dime for you, but by the time you've let him in, it's too late. He's kicked his shoes off and he's trying to settle it. Same thing he did in Batter Up. In the end, we're like, all right, just let him in. Now we can't. Now we can't get rid of him. He's even kind of relevant. Just keeps coming back to our people, screaming, Jesus Christ, he's dead again. Fuck your old run. Fuck your old run. Your show's done like late nights with Letterman. I got it from the mud. Me and you are not made from the same type of sediment. You talk about blade fights you're never in. I talk about punching people's heads off and then I'll throw a straight right as evidence. And you know it more than anybody. You may get banged, but if their day is hands thrown this time, there's no apologies. Jaden Sancho, I don't give a fuck about the weight that your name and brand holds. This isn't the days of dinner dates at Nando's. This is kill or be killed and it isn't safe in the gang zone. But all I do is talk violence, right? Like he doesn't do the same. It counts against me, but for him, pussies choose a lane. It's only cool to say when everyone else does it. You do know he has never seen me get punched, kicked, slapped, spit on, or head-butted. And I have seen every single one of these things happen to this muppet. Fuck your little bar for bar shit, let's go fact for fact, and I guarantee it's 3 rounds of you getting embarrassed by a bad man that you can't answer back.
Again, that can't be fun. It just doesn't look fun, does it?
Bunking in dungarees. Picture of happiness, health. So Shotty, I'll embarrass you 5 times in a row and fucking embarrass yourself. It's unanimous.
Hey.
Unanimous! He's really good. Scroll fuck the fuck off. Yo, it's unanimous. He's really good. I'm a huge fan of his. Of course, I'm joking. Whose man is this? This is Bobby Rex in real life versus one of his new characters. Last night, he jumped into an animus. This morning, woke up, A super cool assassin running through the ruins of Athens, doing stabbing, shooting arrows, secret blades protruding from his hands. Not even Superman could do him damage. If I told him I could beat him up, what's the use in that? He'd reach into his bag and pull out 2 big hammers, boom and bap. He'd beat the brakes off me till I'm blue and black. The dude is savage. And if you believe any of that, then you must be as stupid as him. It's just his imagination, and I'll admit it's fucking fascinating. Obviously, it's just his imagination, and I'll admit it's fucking fascinating. Obviously, there's a lot less mystical creatures these days because he's not been dragon chasing.
Wow. Wow. That is sick and brutal, and it doesn't look like anyone's listening because people in the audience are cocking around. Audience members of battle rap. If I'm going to go after battle rap and battle rappers and all the rest of that sort of shit, I'm going to go after audience as well. Hey, listen. Hey, maybe shut the fuck up when the battlers are battling and pay the fuck attention to the thing you paid the ticket to fucking see. Twats. Fucking shut the fuck up. Anyways. Unan's rounds are definitely needed for context on why he's wearing dungarees. If we do a unanimous recap of his career, we will showcase why he's wearing dungarees. Just take it that unfortunately it's Bobby's rounds because it's Bobby's show. Anyways, as we were.
He's been doing this for most of his life, and still we're yet to see his passion fading. That's a battle rapper that really does it for the love of the fans, and they hate him.
Wow.
And they
wow.
get mad, but I actually can relate, especially to every can and gram being some talent wasted. Only difference being, ain't mad, but I actually can relate, especially to every can and gram being some talent wasted. Only difference being, a struggle is not what I so aptly named it so I could pass the blame. I chose to stand and face it. I didn't get a silly little tribute tattoo to signify getting over my past mistakes, knowing damn well that I chose what path to take. I chose to pick up the phone and say, yo, rap to me. I never said that I had problems or said I'm sad today, so I'm gonna go online and call some girl a slag and tell her I'd slap her face. Cause ooh, that was brave. Aren't you the big man? Telling girls you'll do to them what you can't do to big man. And I dare you try and tell me. Aren't you the big man? Aren't you the big man? Telling girls you'll do to them what you can't do to big man. And I dare you try and tell me that I can't prove you did that several times. You are a terrible person in everyone's eyes. And being good at battle rap is the only reason that it's ever disguised and people pretend they give a fuck you've given up every vice, because nobody does. It's you that keeps talking about it and keeps opening up. You haven't had a drink for how long now? We don't give a fuck. Bro, go to the pub. You haven't had it.
Everyone's loosened up by this bit. Everyone's having a bit of fun.
You haven't had a drink for how long now? We don't give a fuck. Bro, go to the pub. Just don't be calling your girlfriend a hoe and a slut, then apologising in the morning once you're sober enough. Because that's why you're congratulating him and showing him love, not because he gave up alcohol and let go of the drugs, but basically because he hasn't called his girlfriend a cunt now in like over a month. Well done. Because in the past you'd be throwing a punch and you'd beat a bad, but hey, he isn't doing that now, so let's give him a blue Peter badge. This shit's crazy to me. Somebody didn't get drunk on a Monday afternoon. That's amazing to see. What? You actually went to work and got a wage for the week? You really are the type of man that we're all aiming to be. Shit. Imagine getting wages and paying your keep and not constantly having to ask people, is it okay if I sleep? Knocking on the door at 3 a.m. like, Rachel, it's me. Knocking on the door at 3 a.m. like, Rachel, it's me. I'm the best battle rapper in the UK. Play me a beat. We can go punchline for punchline. Don't let me stay on the street. In fact, I won't rap if you don't want. And you know, slag, that was the alcohol. It's not my own fault. Story of his life, faking glories for the hype. You have only ever felt safe and secure because of lies, and you do all of this for pride. You should be calling it a night. A battle rapper's all you've ever been. It's all you've ever tried. You're never gonna get that belt back. There's too many now before you in the line. Go and find yourself a mountain you can walk up and can climb. Go exploring in the wild. Go and be a fucking man for once instead of a 40-year-old child. For once in your life, find the time to do and say something else, because you are never going to prove to us you're not a junker while you're still chasing the belt. Fuck out of my face, bro.
There you go. Well, so that's the actual end of my segment from the Yunnan battle. Yeah, that was uncomfortable at times, wasn't it? He was really gunning for Yunnan on that one. Okie dokie. In which case, now let's wrap up properly with the battle against Vizual. So sorry for segueing earlier when I didn't mean to. Let's just get into it.
So, everybody keeps on telling me you've been on a tear.
He has.
Brilliant. Been on it where? I've been on it against who? Because from where I'm sitting, honestly, this isn't fair. Yeah. You do know that I'm Bobby Rex, right?
Yes, you are.
And that you're Vizual, yeah?
He is.
And what the fuck are we doing here, man? He's visual impaired. Yeah. Bro, you know that I would smoke you if I didn't prepare. You're not the lineal heir. Premier Battles have set me up today with a plate, a silver spoon, and backstage I've got the comfiest, most magnificent chair. You've got the king of the jungle feeling like the fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Yeah. All I need now is the gold and I'll be a full-blown slumdog millionaire. Yeah. Now in a minute, you're going to look like Liam Gallagher, because I'm going to make you put your hands behind your back and stick your chin in the air. Then I'm going to uppercut you through the fucking roof for even thinking to dare to stand in front of me today acting like you're not shitting it scared. I don't give a flying fuck how many times you practiced your most grimacing stare.
We're all laughing because... God damn, if he isn't being meta with that. Again, Bobby's great at being meta with shit. That's how I'll say it. He's very meta with his observations sometimes. And yeah, I will tell you, I get that it's a performance. I get that Viz knows Bobby isn't going to hurt him. I can guarantee you, though, that he is nervous as fucking shit having to stand in front of Bobby when Bobby is starting to tear the fucking roof off the place, man. And there's no way he didn't sort of go mentally in his head 1,000 times in prep for the battle to go like, right, I can handle this, I can handle this, I can handle this. And then he's actually there with the goddamn beard, and he's tall and bald and scary and right in his fucking face. It must be fucking terrifying.
I don't give a flying fuck how many times you practice your most grimacing stare, because when you look at the man in your mirror, you still see a quivering square. I am going to rip your fucking soul out like Timson Repair. Big...
Only men will get that. Only men who get that. There's no one under 25 that gets that. There's no one under 25 that gets that. I'm just going to throw that out there.
Timson Repair. Big Bobby fucking Rex in real life. No Vizual can compare. I am at a level you could never reach. Next to me, Mount Everest is any peak. It's like Mount Snowdon or something. It's like Mount Snowdon or something. And I am colder than the snow at the summit. I've got the crowd giving oohs, ahs to every new bar. Bitch, I'm like a blow to the stomach. So it'd be berserk, believing without leaving Earth you could ever reach the level that I'm at. I will leave you eating dirt. This is easy work for me. It didn't even need to be rehearsed. This is a big shot for Vizual. Most people don't even think that he deserved, because he's a nerd. He just churns out simile after simile after simile after simile. It's like he's just learned this new formula that seems to work. So silly you don't see that shit so similar to everything ever in battle rap history that we have heard. The only thing that you defeats the purpose. The only thing that you defeats the purpose. You already held a gold belt for over 12 months, and after only one defense, the league have deemed it worthless. Now
Wow. Again, if you're just going to come out and say it, Wow.
Held a gold belt for over 12 months, and after only one defense, the league have deemed it worthless. Now you've got the first shot at this belt for no other fucking reason than to appease the circus. But Premier Battles knows they give you this belt. You've already proved there is no way in hell you'll add enough weight to it for them to feel like they've redeemed the purchase. So these delusions of grandeur, little man, they have got to stop. You have already been a champ, and the job was botched. Now in the Continental titles first ever match, I'm Pat Patterson and you're Johnny Rods, and everybody's here to watch the Irish whipped and then finished off with an atomic drop. Come on, baby. The levels are different. This is a professional in the ring versus a regular citizen. I am better than him in every setting and in every element. I am David Beckham in the dying seconds, sending the ball into Ole Gunnar, then sharing him for his efforts in
Ridiculous.
Yo, real life, the levels are different. This is a professional in the ring versus a regular citizen. I am better than him in every setting and in every element. I am David Beckham in the dying seconds, sending the ball into Ole Gunnar, then sharing him for his effort to nestle in the corner of the net for the treble win. Visual.
Ridiculous.
I'm even better at them than him. I am better than you have ever been. Better than you have never been. So how the fuck is Visual your name if I'm the one that's setting the precedent? I am better at everything. And that's already been settled within the very few first minutes of this petty feud that will never be relevant because of you and your ineptitude, plus your resemblance to everything that's mediocre that we have ever consumed. And you know what? That'll fucking do. Clearly evident I am fucking cooking you. And that was only one round. Good luck for the other two.
I'm just going to point out, over the shoulder of Bobby is two people that a lot of people think should be battling this year. Will we see it? Could we see it? Only time will tell. I have no information on that, by the way. That's not me saying anything. That's literally me as a fan. Listen, I called Bobby Bizzo 2. I called Bizzo versus Gemini. Like, I want to see it. Give me Bobby versus Gemini for the both of the belts, please, for the unification match that we all want to see. And it happened. I want to see Gem versus Shotty. I want to see the double champ versus the supposed king. Give me that battle. I'm not settling for anything less. Anyways, round 2 on Bobby.
Doing the acronym shit better than me is something he didn't do. But clearly, this little farmer fake magician's latest trick to do is to make up a bunch of shit that just isn't true. Just like when you said for the past 800 years, your family have been killing British troops. No, the fuck they haven't, bitch. And guess what, Viz? You are the living proof. You really wish that you was an English dude called Lewis Bison Briggs. You really wish that you was an English dude called Lewis Bison Briggs, and so you lick his boots. He keeps you in the loop with the latest happenings over at Premier Battles, and you think you're in cahoots. that shit is pretty cute. Briggs' little minion has convinced himself that he is Mini Gru. Now he's disguising himself in group chats in a little ninja suit. Wait, he's disguising himself in group chats in a little ninja suit, waiting to secretly take screenshots of any big dispute or any inner feud that he can report back to Briggs as if it's news. Like, for example.
This is great. However, Matthews commented, Shotty versus Gem has to happen. Okay, I should probably qualify what I just said. I am aware that Shotty's battle is booked. I actually don't remember when it's booked for, but it's being marketed as basically his last battle. So I understand that the consensus and the common thought is that Shotty is only battling once more and that's it. I'm just saying, I don't accept that. I reject that notion wholeheartedly, and I will be banging the drum because I really do believe. I know I'm in the middle of Bobby's show. I'm just going to say this very quickly. Shotty has to battle a UK-based battler once more before he retires. It's only right. And if we're all being honest with ourselves, he has to put someone over. He has to do it. Battle rap does follow wrestling logic a lot of the time. If Shotty doesn't put someone over on the way out of retirement, even if he looks great doing it, I don't care. You want to tell me that there's no battler that would benefit from battling Shotty Horror? Of Quill and Gem are the two names that pop up to my mind every time. Like, they both give him an amazing battle, and him losing to them would not be detrimental to him in any way, shape, or form, especially if he's retiring. But everyone's going to argue that Shotty's too big a deal to do it now. It's, no, he can't battle Gem, he can't battle Quill, they're not on his level, it's not worth his time, blah, blah, blah. Come on now. Shotty has to battle a UK-based battler, preferably someone with some lineage, with some legacy, with some pedigree, before he retire. I will debate anyone to the fucking death on that one. It needs to. I agree. Something has to happen, Matthew. Will it happen though? See, now, Matthew said he'll battle Gem. That's the thing. His battle, again, I don't know who the battle is against. I'm sorry, I forgot. I know it's an American, it's an international battle. It's being pushed, as far as I can tell, and as best as the social media post, as his last battle. So, I've got no reason to believe that he won't hold fast on that. When was the last time Shotty battled? Let me think. When was the last time Shotty battled? It might have been Shuff. It might have been Shuffle T. In which case, that was back in... where was that? That was 2023. So, yeah, we're going on 2 years now, lads. Like, he should battle Gem, because Gem is, by all standards and definitions, the biggest UK battle rapper at the moment. He's the most successful. He's on the biggest streak, the biggest tear. It should happen. But then again, I'm not being funny. He should have battled Quill. He should have battled Quill. Oh, wow. Aaron Oliver coming in here with a real hot take. I know they're great friends behind the scenes, but imagine Shotty versus Bobby. Yeah, that's the thing, man. There are some matchups that should happen, but will never happen because it's like an MMA gym. MMA gyms don't have their fighters fight each other. It's just not what they do. And there you go. Matthews confirmed it. Bobby said many times that he'd never battle Shotty or Koj. Probably would never battle Raptor either. And again, it's ironic because the fucking battles that they would produce is absolutely insane. You can just think of it, but it's a point of principle for them, and that's fine, except for, is that what's best for the audience? Is that what's best for the promotion? Bizzo and Bobby battled, and they're great mates, and they put on a fucking epic. And yeah, I know it won't happen, but it would be epic. And maybe they feel they don't need to do it. Again, look, battle rap should be fun. Ultimately, at the end of the day, it should be fun to the audience. It should be fun to the battlers as well, and the promotion should have fun promoting it. I just feel like, though, yeah, a Shotty versus Bobby battle would be, good lord. You grimace at the thought of just how fucking visceral it would be. But back to the point, I really hope Shotty battles someone UK based. Preferably Gem. If not Gem, someone of a decent standard that can get the rub. That's all I would say. Anyways, I am so sorry, Bobby, for derailing your show. Let's get back to it. Let me rewind it a little bit because I tuned out for a second there while I was making my point.
He's disguising himself in group chats in a little ninja suit, waiting to secretly take screenshots of any big dispute or any inner feud that he can report back to Briggs as if it's news. Like, for example, true story.
I never said anything.
No.
True story.
I never said anything. You were doing it. I didn't do shit.
Liz, let him rap, man. Let him rap.
Back to Briggs as if it's news. Like, Sean Craig guesses correctly. It's Gemini and Cold Day in the Jazz and Rum Nitty 2-on-2. And he's instantly on his phone with the picture proof. Like, man, Briggsy, you are gonna fucking hit the roof. you grassing little bastard. The type of men I just hate. And don't you lot think it's funny this cunt's got the same exact same head size and shape as 1090 Jake? You grassing little bastard. You really led guys astray, acting like you're the best kind of mate. But anything that they've ever done or said by mistake, you were sending in text to Briggsy like, hey, I've got something for you to check, by the way. You grassing little bastard! Always trying to score brownie points, a trait that no one admires. You're not the final boss, and if you was, you're Joe Massino catching Bassiano on them wires. You grassing little bastard! Guarantee we'd see them wires right now if I EMC you. Please don't. Guarantee we'd see them wires right now if I EMC you. Please don't anybody get too close to this NPC, because he will PNC you.
Wow.
You grassing little bastard! You are the tox of screenshots. You are the tox of screenshots. That's how you get on these cards and get these high placements. Not because you write bars, but because you write statements. You grassing little bastard. Always acting like you saved the game and that you're one of its pioneers, when in reality, the only reason I'm battling Vizual is because he's Briggs' eyes and ears. One more time. You grassing little bastard. Police Academy battle on. That's how you've been climbing tiers. Tried for years to do it off the back of your own skill and drive and just couldn't find the gears. Even when you went to No Lose Chat, you said they gave you a new name like Witness Protection. And I was like, hang on, give me a second. I stopped and I thought, isn't witness protection something you get when you've snitched on your brethren or you've grassed on somebody in court? Man, you really are a grassing little bastard. Now, I'm not joking. Considering who I'm battling, I'm just not going to talk.
Yeah.
Anything I say can and will be used against me. That's your little slogan, right? Anything I say can and will be used against me. That's your little slogan, right? Bro, I would kill you for my safety. You said you grew up fighting, put down the walkie-talkie then. Let's see if I...
Oh my God.
Put down the walkie-talkie then. Let's see if I don't dog walk you and make it extremely fucking difficult for you to talk again. Bada bing, bada boom. Let's see if you can deal with the thought of them. Because I find it fucking disgusting. You form a friendship knowing soon that person will be your former friend because you're going to inform on them. Just the idea of that shit to me is so foreign. So back to what I was saying earlier to this little fat bitch. No comment.
Time. Second round.
So imagine.
Yeah, that's. Oh. Again, they're having fun with it. You can't say they're not having fun with it. But yeah, this is. This is great. Few more comments from your boy Ollie. Is definitely the most pure genius comedy hard hitting guys that stands. Man deserves the belt. Proper legend. And you know, one of the hours in, listen, all good things must come to an end, my friend. We've been going for over 3 hours. I'm so sorry, everybody. I really tried to keep it under 3 this time. I really tried. Hence why I've only got a few full battles. With Tony, I had too many full battles, not enough rounds. But yeah, you've seen it. He knows how to reel you in, keep you reeled in. He knows how to engage his opponent, engage the crowd. He has unrivaled stage presence and the ability to be able to nip in and out of being funny and cutting at a moment's notice. And this is the crescendo, round number 3.
Imagine you called yourself Vizual, and this is the one you've created.
Wow.
So imagine you call yourself Vizual, and this is the one you've created. So fucking horribly dated. Bro, you have got a mullet and a mustache. You look like somebody LSD has probably dated.
Wow. Okay, that was good. I just want to say, I'm just going to ring it back because someone else commented. So here's the thing I would just throw it out there again on these lives, right? I need people to tell me what I'm doing right and what I'm doing wrong because I genuinely don't know how I'm supposed to conduct these. I've just had a comment saying, good live, I appreciate it. That's great. I hope people have enjoyed the stream. Again, I feel like, Bobby's the one doing all of the heavy lifting because of all of his battles are just great to rewatch, and he's so relentlessly talented. He even stopped in the comments, which is fucking amazing. But yeah, man, like, are they too long? Like, I saw other people stream for like 4 hours. 4 hours, guys. Like, is that a good length for a live stream? I don't know. I feel like 3 hours is too long, but like, apparently there are people that can stream for 4, 5, 6 hours, and I just don't want to overstay my welcome, as it were. Also with the audience engage, like comments, like I like responding to comments when you leave them. So, I think I'd say the odd pullback on bars would be good. Okay, pull back on bars. Would you when you say pull back on bars? What does that mean in terms of like rewatching them after I've reacted to them? Is that what you're talking about? Not sure, but if that's what you're talking about, I feel like I've done that a couple of times in the stream where I've said something, like I've heard something, I've gone, oh man, we need to hear that again because it was sick. So if that's cool with people, I appreciate it, man. That's cool of you. I really appreciate it. Anyways, let me stop my rambling. Let's get back to Bobby. Let's go back.
So imagine you call yourself Vizual.
Yes, you do.
And this is the one you've created. So fucking horribly dated. Bro, you have got a mullet and a mustache. You look like somebody LSD has probably dated.
Shout out to LSD. Really nice guy, LSD.
Somebody LSD has probably dated. You look like a motherfucking undercover cop in the 80s.
Okay, man. I'll try and bring it back when they say something particularly good.
A mullet and a mustache. You look like somebody LSD has most probably dated. You look like a motherfucking undercover cop in the 80s. And I'm sorry to say this, but losing to somebody that looks like you do is not on today's list. I will turn up at your fucking front door with big choppers and gauges. If you turn up at my front door, it's with one of the bailiffs. No, I would turn up at your front door with big choppers and gauges. If you turn up at my front door, it's with one of the bailiffs. But taking what I possess in the form of flesh is the only way that I am offering payments. You have lost to every single top tier you have ever faced. And they wasn't as dangerous as what you are stood in front of today, bitch. This is one for the ages, like Sonic on Sega's. Oh, you like that? This is because that's what you do. Let me do another one. Because this is one for the ages, like fossils and glaciers. No, I'm doing another one.
He's doing another one. Listen. Audience slept on him for a moment.
Every single top tier you have ever faced, and they wasn't as dangerous as what you are stood in front of today, bitch. This is one for the ages.
I will say I'm pausing it now because just watch Shotty. Shotty is so desperate for fucking Bobby to realize the potential of 10 years, 15 years in battle rap that he is so eager to, right, just let him get it out, guys. Let him get it out. Don't derail this. This is a fucking moment we're witnessing. And it's one of those rare occasions where I'll probably be more on the side of Shotty than anybody else and saying, listen, man, Bobby is so close to hitting and achieving something he should have been achieving for a variety of different reasons that have been denied to him. This is his moment. This is his coronation. Let it happen.
Like Sonic on Sega. You want me to do a different one?
Yeah.
That's what you do. This is one for the ages, like fossils and glaciers. No, actually, this is one for the ages, like Ronnie and Mavis. Because they're old. This is one for the...
Because they're old.
Last one. It didn't pop because he fucked it up for me. Yo, this is one for the ages, like big fight night boxing in Vegas. And after you get absolutely bodied to Davis, they'll be saying my name forever, like popular phrases. Now pay homage to greatness. I'm already not in the greatest of moods after being cheated out of the last belt. So this time I won't leave any doubt. And didn't you say you're the Irish GOAT? Yeah, well, I'm also leaving with that pelt as well. Ooh. Then I'm going to punch...
Wow.
Didn't you say that you're the Irish GOAT? Yeah, well, I'm also leaving with that pelt as well. Then I'm going to punch you in your fucking teeth because crack sells.
See what I mean? Shotty wants Bobby to win more than his next fucking breath, man.
Then I'm gonna I can't remember the bit before it. Then I'm gonna punch you in your fucking teeth because crack sells. You take mad L's, and a lot of the time you're killing yourself, and it isn't pretty to see. Like when you said to Quill that he's an idiot for whistling for 800 quid, and then said you're not an idiot because you did it for free. I mean, which part of the bigger picture there didn't you see? Fuck that Continental title, give it him if he needs it. Even with it, he's never going to be bigger than me. You are about as little can be. So how could you ever belittle me? You can't even be bigger.
Go on. Tell him, Bobby.
Man, fuck that Continental title. Give it him if he needs it. Even with it, he's never going to be bigger than me. You are about as little can be. How could you ever belittle me? You can't even be bigger you. This is a king of a jungle versus a chimp in a zoo. You are a big fish in a small pond, and I just wish that you knew. Because these are very important points, and you're acting like you're unaware of them. I know you like to think that you're a shark, but you are a shark in an aquarium. I will rip off your body parts, and I'll start wearing them. Grabbing his arms, tearing them straight off of his chubby shoulders. I need tougher fucking opposition. Somebody should have told you. Nobody's coming close to Bobby when he's cooking on smoke, especially these lesbian-looking blokes that feed.
Wow, okay.
I need tougher fucking opposition. Somebody should have told you. Nobody's coming close to Bobby when he's cooking on smoke, especially these lesbian-looking blokes that vape, so get to fuck your little donut. You'll get a belt around your face before that belt's around your waist. Get to fuck your little donut. You'll get a belt. You'll get a belt around your face before that belt's around your waist. And for the past 2 rounds, I've been stood there measuring to load up, hit him with a 2-piece, knocked him out for 2 weeks. He had to tell him when he woke up, Bobby's the new champion. He had to hit him with a 2-piece, knocked him out for 2 weeks. He had to tell him when he woke up, Bobby's the new champion. But it's not all bad. You have been getting shown love for the effort that you showed us. Now get it through your thick skull. You are never rubbing shoulders with the greats of battle rap, because this just ain't a natural habitat for you pretenders and you posers. Now the all-important time has come. Time for you to admit it. Be honest. And I know it's going to feel like a fucking kick in the bollocks, but I really am the king of the jungle. You're not even king of a forest. Maybe one day if you work hard, you could make it as like prince of a florist. But in the meantime, no.
Maybe.
Admit it, be honest. And I know it's going to feel like a fucking kick in the bollocks, but I really am the king of the jungle. You're not even king of a forest. Maybe one day if you work hard, you could make it as like prince of a florist. But in the meantime, the dishes are in the sink, bitch. And when you finish them off, if you've done a good enough job, I'll let you hold that gold belt and let you give it a polish. See, I was born for the thing. I walk like a champion, talk like a champion, and these lot already called me a king. This is Premier Battles, the real hype, and I am Bobby Rex.
In real life.
See, it's not just punchlines. It takes more than you think. Blood, sweat, and tears for nearly 10 years, I left it all in the ring. And now finally the day has come. The coronation of the Continental Champion and Briggs' new favourite son. And out of the past 3 rounds, I never gave you one. So it's a pretty safe assumption then to say I've won. See, I'm not the type to say he's going to do it. I'm the type to do it and then say it's done. Time.
God damn it, son. Yeah, man. Like, yeah. Ollie's calling it here. Like, it's just a moment we're watching. Do you know what I mean? It's like it's ramping up. It's the culmination of it, and he's having fun. He's still him. Again, I love how he's just able to flick that switch whenever he wants, and here's the moment we've all been waiting for, man.
Quick decision, and we'll go for the break. Yo, if the judges think the plug show their decision. Premier Battles, we are in London for the Plug 5 for an absolute incredible Continental title match. If you like that, show some love, London.
Oh, someone knocked the fucking camera.
But with the title matches, there can only be one winner.
Look at how much nicer that belt is.
Beautiful gold bitch.
Look at it. Look at it. Look at how nice that belt is.
Judges. And
I want that. Bobby, if you are still watching, okay? Biz let me down in this respect, right? Biz promised me one day I would be the guy to hold the belt up behind him like Paul Heyman did to Roman Reigns and then CM Punk before him. I want to be that annoying guy that everyone wants to punch that gets to hold the belt up in front of the heel champion and say, look at how great the guy is. I want to be that guy. You have an opportunity to have the most hated man in all of battle rap. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. I know you will fucking hate me. The most hated, the most punchable man. Hold that belt up behind you to really illustrate you have arrived as an unassailable heel champion. And we all know they reign the longest. Yet face champions are great. They last 1 year usually, mania to mania, if they're lucky, okay? Heel champions, they reign for years, my friend. They set records with their reigns. No better heel in the business, my friend. I'm just saying. Anyways, I wonder who wins.
First ever Continental title champion of Premier Battles from Manchester, Bobby Rex.
Bobby Rex. He gets the confetti. He gets the title around him. There we go. There it is. Big hugs. Shotty with a hug as well. Everyone's happy for Bobby. Everyone's happy for Bobby. And there we go. Bobby Rex becomes your reigning, defending, undefeated, undisputed UK Premier Battles Continental champion. And well deserved. Great battle against Viz. I enjoyed that. Never seen that before. And yeah, Gast in there. Sure wouldn't mind winning that belt in 2026. Gast is coming, ladies and gentlemen. He is killing your favorites. And there's two things you can do about that. Nothing and love it. So there you go. That, as best I can tell, is the career of Bobby Rex. And yeah, there is no performer that I've encountered in my years covering battle rap now, because I've covered battle rap to a certain degree, obviously in my interviews and live streams and whatnot. But in my fandom of battle rap, I've just never seen anyone that is that unique a blend of performance, of style, of cadence, of delivery, of animation, of intensity, of ferocity, of comedy, all wrapped up in the body of an unbelievable human being. One of the most fascinating characters, one of the most fascinating individuals I've ever encountered. And I'm so happy for him now that he's reached the zenith of his profession in many ways, now being a certified bona fide champion of a promotion. I know that he probably still, though, knowing Bobby, he probably wants a crack at the top belt again. Probably fancies his chances as well. And would it hurt if Prem unify the belts? I don't know, ladies and gentlemen. All I do know is that Gast wants a crack. Gast wants a crack at that belt. He's already had a crack. What can we say that is then? We could say that that's... what can we say that is? I'm looking for a wrestling analogy now where a champion took a shot, a non-title match against an opponent. I tell you what, that's like when Xavier Woods pinned Roman Reigns. I think Xavier Woods pinned Roman Reigns at some stage in his reign, I think. But it was a non-title loss. It was like in a tag match or something. I forget. But that's what I would see that as. Gasbuff versus Bobby Rex 2 for the title this time is Roman Reigns versus Xavier Woods. We all want Xavier Woods to win. And I said this before, Gast. I love you to death, and I know you're going to give us an enticing performance, but it is Bobby Rex. So let's not be too hasty now. But that's before I saw Gast, I felt, took the win against Bobby. But there you go, Gast. Sure wouldn't mind holding that belt in 2026. Well, there you go. So Bobby, you better be careful. Gast he's killing your favorites this year. And Bobby is one of my favorites. So Gast, be gentle. Ollie's saying Bobby is so underrated in every way, not just as a battler. He's a proper guy. Goddamn right. Goddamn right. I agree. Slightly off topic, but when's the short film of Bison's coming out? Do you know? I actually don't know the answer to that question. I did in one of my brief opportunities on Prem. I'll be honest. Part of me appearing on Prem's chats these days is to slightly antagonize Trubs because I know he doesn't like seeing my name pop up because it's not him. But on the live stream, I think it was about 3 months ago. I forget exactly when it was. But I asked. I was like, hey, when's the movie coming out? Like, where can we catch it? And basically, Briggsy said, if memory serves, that it is... it's got to go through a process of sorts. It's got to go through a screening process where it gets showcased in certain areas or in certain markets or whatever. So it's not going to be for public release for a while. And so... didn't get a tremendous amount of information. But yeah, I think that when Bobby's appearance in that movie happens, I think we're all going to see the other side of Bobby that none of us have really had a chance to see before, and that's his acting chops. So there we go. And yeah, a lot of people have said the same thing. And Bobby will probably attest to this, that he probably prefers his on-beat stuff in his music. So one of these days, when I'm done with this series of battlers and their careers, I might showcase battlers' other work. Like, we might do streams where what we do is we just showcase the work of battlers. Marlo's a prime example because, of course, he's got a short movie out called Everyone Forgot. There you go. Almost a joke there because you get it. Everyone forgot. But obviously, Shuffle T's got a massive repertoire of work. Tony D, I showcased a couple of his things because he's managed to sort of branch out of battle rap for various ventures. And almost all of them do music of some description. Obviously, Luna C has been still releasing music. Shotty Horror as well. Everyone. And it'd be kind of fun, actually, kind of going like, so you know him as a battler. You're obviously a fan of battle rap. You're a fan of his work in battle rap. However, let's look at some of their other shit. So that could be an interesting concept. But there you go. That was the career of one Bobby Rex from the 18th of May 2016 all the way to the 8th of December 2024, and the culmination of his career as it is at the moment, with the win becoming your new Premier Battles Continental title holder. So yeah, man, that's the stream. So listen, thank you very much for joining me on this edition of the Halcyon Show. My name's been Lorne Risley. I sincerely hope you enjoyed it as much as me. There were some battles in there I've never seen. Part of what I like about the series is I get an excuse to sit down and watch in real time a battler's performance that I've never seen before. I hadn't seen the battle against Viz. I hadn't seen the Unanimous battle either, to be honest with you. I hadn't seen the Caustic battle or the Bilzar battle or the Quill battle or the Innuendo battle. So I got to experience a lot of that in the first time, whereas most of you got to relive it. I hope you enjoyed watching it with me. Couple of quick shout outs to some of the people that joined me for the stream. Thank you all, by the way, for commenting. You have no idea how much it helps the algorithm when it sees, oh, look, people are actually interested in the stream. So please, by all means, like, share, comment, subscribe to your heart's content. I will do my best to respond to the comments when I see them. If not, I always give a shout out at the end of the stream to anyone that's commented. So if you stick around to the end, you'll hear your name and hooray. So Kilo Express commented first. Bobby's on another level every time. Kilo Express, thank you for joining us. TMR stuck his head in. TMR still doing wonderful work showcasing battle rap at every turn. So keep supporting TMR. He's probably the biggest media outlet for UK battle rap at the moment outside of the established promotions podcasts. David, my friend, the whole reason these things start at 8 o'clock, and he was 7 minutes late, the bastard. David, it is good to see you. Bobby, of course, the guy who this show is sent around. Absolute gentleman for sticking his head in the door and gracing me. Look, because I'm just a fan, man. Ultimately, I'm just a fan. I'd love to call myself an acquaintance of Bobby Rex's in time. For now, though, every time he deigns fit to give me his attention, as a fan, I just fucking lose my mind because I'm just such a huge fan of his. But Bobby, thank you very much for dropping by. McCoy as well, thank you very much, sir. Hopefully, we will get you on the show soon. Obviously, people won't know this because you're not in my DMs, but I have reached out to McCoy. We're trying to work on something. How to Shrooms, as always, my friend. Thank you very much for joining us. I'm loving, by the way, your DJing. I have you on Instagram now, and I try and drop into your lives whenever I see them. So thank you very much for showcasing your absolutely sick vibes. I'm cool. Road Boy Recaps left a message about Bobby saying something to the effect of he's really, really good. Deleted it for whatever reason. But nevertheless, Road Boy Recaps, thank you very much for dropping by. Gast, of course. Gast Buff, my friend. Again, you have a million other better things to do than grace us with your presence. But he's a gentleman for doing so. So, Gast, my friend, thank you very much for stopping by. You're a gentleman as always. Matthew, thank you very much for actually offering quite a lot of insight into this stream that I didn't have to hand. So thank you so much for contributing in that sense, because it's just really helpful to have someone there just kind of going boom, boom, boom. No loose chat. Obviously, no loose chat. I'll remind you again, I would sincerely and strongly recommend that you start paying attention to their streams and social media. They might have something that you would be wise to pay attention to coming soon. Just guessing. I have no information. Charlie's deleted all his messages. I don't know why he does that. I don't know why. But Charlie, nevertheless, my friend, thank you very much for stopping by. And then, of course, Ollie. So, yeah, thank you very much. And, well, obviously, again, tremendous amount of insight from Ollie as well. So thank you so much for dropping by, man. I hope everyone enjoyed it. Reaction report. I try. Again, I figure, again, as a fan, I can only offer my genuine reactions to these things. And yeah, and I'll reply to comments whenever I can. So it's all good. It's all good. And the live video state, yep. So basically this live now goes onto the main channel. You can watch it whenever you like. It's just that now after I stop recording, you won't get to interact with me anymore. You'll be talking to your computer screen rather than to me, because I'll be in bed. So listen, thank you very much for joining me on this edition of the Halcyon Show. I haven't penciled one in for next week. I'll be brutally honest with you. I don't know if I have anyone in mind that I want to showcase right now. There are a few names that I know I want to do, so don't worry. I'm not like, oh no, I can't think of anyone that I want to cover. No, I do have names. It's just that I figure off the back of Bobby, and having done Tony and O'Shea, I'm just trying to figure out what would be best in terms of who to cover next, in terms of devoting 3.5 hours of a live stream to it. So please bear with me. Please bear with me. And can you shout out Harley before you go? Hi, Harley. Hi. There we go. I did a shout out. I don't think I've ever been requested to do a shout out before. That's my first ever request to do a shout out. Hi, Harley. There you go. Second one's on me. But anyways, as far as live streams goes, they will always be on Saturdays. And they will always be at 8 o'clock. So if anyone's in any doubt, this is the place to be on Saturdays at 8 o'clock. If you've got nothing better to do with your evening and you love battle rap, chances are we're going to be covering someone that you will have either heard of or fucking should have. So make sure you pay attention. Make sure you tune in. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Go follow me on Twitter. Go follow me wherever good social media platforms are available. Thank you to Bobby Rex, of course, for not only dropping by, but also for supplying some of the most amazing rounds of battle rap UK has ever seen, and indeed worldwide has ever seen. But before you do any of that, like sharing, subscribing, and all the rest, and by all means, again, go and check out some of these battles on their platforms. Go and check out the original battles on Don't Flop, on Premier Battles, on King of the Ronalds, on King of the Dot, and Code Red. Even if they're defunct promotions now, the YouTube channels are still alive. Someone's benefiting from it somewhere. Go and give the battles a watch. Like them, share them. Make sure you leave a comment on them as well to show Bobby you appreciate his work. Go follow Bobby as well on his socials and go and support him in his battles. Again, nothing helps a battler out more than supporting them live, buying a ticket, going there, actually supporting them in there in person. So make sure you're doing that. Maybe go and consider picking up the Patreon of whatever promotion they're on. In this case, go get Prem's Patreon. And yeah, before you do any of that, thank you very much for joining me on this latest edition of the Halcyon Show for the last 3 hours and 40 odd minutes. God bless your hearts. Thank you so much for joining me for it. Stay tuned for the next one. When it drops, I will, of course, put all of the promos and promotion on Twitter. So don't worry. If you follow me on there, you won't miss the notification. Or just subscribe here and hit the bell. You'll get a ping as soon as one's scheduled. But before you do any of that, take very good care of yourselves. Have the most amazing rest of your weekend that you can. And I'll see you on the next episode of the Halcyon Show. Because I am Bobby Rex in real life. I was trying to sign off in a really cool way. There was the impression of Bobby, and I turned the dial and didn't hit the button because I'm an idiot. Or as Bobby would say, you're a proper donut. That's my impression of Bobby Rex. Bobby, no, Bobby, don't do it, Bobby, no.